The only time I'm safe is when I'm dangerous. Posted in the 30 with this 30, trying to leave them brainless. We still in the jets, exactly where them boys say we ain't hanging. Put cheese on my head, I come collect that shit, you think I'm playing. Trouble hop out bustin' at it, brother miss you know I'm hitting. We got O's and Bo's in here and we got wood cook in the kitchen. If I say go get them, they go get them. Young boy fingers itching, fingers squeezing on the trigger. They heard all them glitches. Money man, I run it up. If I fall off, I'm poking shit. Told that bitch quit asking questions, I hate all that notice shit. We send shots the whole year round, no ring around the road and shit. My little bro, he makes you vanish, he with hocus pocus shit. Chopper bust, they hit the ground, it's too many sticks around. We known to get greasy, pussy, don't you have your bitch around. Switch up on this bitch, I catch him deep, get a whole click around. Put us in the mission, shit that we ain't do, we spinning now. Bitch keep trying to tell me slide, think she trying to set the pick. Other hoes been tripping, texting my bitch on that message shit. Left a bro out there with his brains out, yeah, that's that message shit. Bought another Glock, let's catch an op so I can test the bitch.
What up, peeps? How is everybody? Hope everybody's had a good day. How is everybody? How's everybody? Hold on, y'all. Let me twist up, get everything going for the show. See what we got going on. What's up, dog? Salute, bro. Salute to you. How y'all doing, man? We're going to be running a giveaway in our stream this morning because I just didn't feel like streaming last night, man. I ate like fucking 4 edibles, crashed the fuck out. I ate like 200 milligrams of edibles, bro. I was fucking baked, son. I was baked. Salute, James. Yeah, man. At night, I like to typically relax. That's why you haven't been getting very many night streams from me, man. I just been relaxing at night. As soon as I twist this up, we'll get into it, man. That Adam and Bricc thing, we're gonna discuss it because it's a little bit tricky, man. I think it's a little trickier than what Adam has to say about it. I don't know. Here's the thing with me, man. If you make and you start doing shows with someone else, make a contract. Make a contract. Especially if you think that show is going to be successful. Make a contract. Without a contract, you're just working for free. Make a contract that says if you split up from the show, you get severance. If you don't split up from the show, yeah, I messaged you, bro. I messaged you back. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all, dog. It wouldn't surprise me, let's put it that way. But let's bring this motherfucking content in, y'all. Let's see here. We got a few pieces on No Jumper today we're going to cover, y'all. So get on in here, man. Come on in, y'all. Hit that like button for me. That sends the notifications out. What's up, Ren? Glad you can make it. Thank you for your donation, Ren. I appreciate you, darling. You already know, Rensky. Thank you so very much.
Right now, 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 right now.
Wookie, what's up, bro? What's up, Wookie? Are y'all ready to get in this shit, man? Come on. This shit didn't load up yet. What the fuck? Come on, man. Oh, man. Here we go. Hello, Phoenix. Hello, good morning, everyone. We will be doing a members giveaway in this live stream.
Bricc, baby, I'm coming for you. So let me explain. I was in Turks and Caicos for approximately 1 week, and it came down the pipe while I was out there. Pause. That Bricc, baby had some choice words for the 22 stir.
Hey, it's that big old deal, man. It's that Bricc, man. Why everybody laid up with their feet up out there vacation and playing like they ain't got nothing for the kids, man. You already know we still keep it strong, nigga. Hey, sometimes it be a mental test to see where a nigga hard at in his chest, man. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker use you, abuse you. As soon as you get out the way, act like they ain't worried about losing you. You know what I mean?
Woo! Man, if those weren't the truest words from Bricc, and I wouldn't say that if this wasn't Adam's track record. This is Adam's track record. As soon as you out the way, you're gone. You're gone. You're done. You're done. As soon as you fucking quit fucking with Adam, the pay stops. The phone call stops. The help stops. He's done it to everybody. AD, T-Rail. Who else? Adam don't give a fuck at all. Say it one more time, Primo. Adam don't give no fuck. He's not your friend. Listen to Adam.
That YouTube family is looking like Adam22 got some choice words for Bricc, baby. Now, I would be lying if I said that I didn't see this day coming, because I seen this day coming. Now, as y'all already know, the boy young Bricc, baby has been locked away ever since he got picked up on March
Rat
19th of
22.
2025. Now, since Bricc has been locked away, we done heard from him on multiple different occasions. One of the most weirdest situations that we heard since Bricc was locked away is that him and Loose Cannon is in a cell together. And then a
That was
lot
a
of
lie.
people came out and told us that that wasn't the truth. Now, here it is today, YouTube family. Bricc Baby has been trying to communicate with Adam22.
Just so you guys will see, we have, hold on. We have all of our members in our giveaway right here. We got our wheel ready to spin. We have all of our members here. We have 41 current members at the time. Trolls can't win. Trolls will not win. So if you are not a member and you want to be in this giveaway, become a member. It's very easy. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can always pull up to our PayPal, Cash App, and our Super Chat. This is this month's giveaway, y'all. We'll be doing it again next month, too. Every fucking month. Let's go.
Dude, he been sending slick messages through the grapevine, through Sharp, through his YouTube channel, through his baby mama. He want to let it be known that Adam22 is gypping him out of his money.
Yeah.
Yes, he's saying that Adam22 is a gypsy, and he has.
How many people has this? Let's think about it. How many people has he done this to? Let's see. House Phone, AD, T-Rail, Bricc Baby. Who else? There was a few others I know. A few others.
Paid him his money. Now, one thing for sure and two things for certain. If it's one thing that folks ain't playing with, bro, folks ain't playing about their money. Folks ain't playing about their ciabatta or what they feel is owed to them. Now, as y'all already know, Bricc Baby is a contracted employee up there at the No Jumper podcast, and he been doing his thing. He been doing his thing for every bit of 2 to 3 years now. But in the midst of doing his thing, he's needed Adam on multiple different occasions. Do y'all remember when Adam said that he hit him with the $50,000 bond? Now, Adam22 is saying that Bricc Baby owed him like $6,000-7,000, man. No. Young Adam22 said the Bricc Baby owe him some paper. So with no further ado, we finna jump off.
I want to wish my mother a happily heavenly birthday today. My mother, birthday, she passed away 1 year ago, and today is her birthday.
Off into what Adam22 has to say about Bricc Baby, telling the world that he don't thought it was gangster that Adam sat up there, you understand me, and go to Turks and Caicos. Y'all thought it was gangster that you and your girlfriend went to Disney World, you heard me? You left me to dry out, you heard me? I don't thought that was gangster. So with no further ado, let's get off into what Adam22 had to say about Bricc Baby and I thought it was gangster.
Appreciate you, man.
All right, we're back. The Adam22 channel. It's been long dormant, ignored, turned my back on it, to be totally honest. But solo content, I'm going to be real. I haven't done it in a long time, but I feel like I got something to say. I don't always want to wait for the podcast. I don't always want Lush breathing down my neck, getting in the way of my.
Appreciate you, James. He said, Mama AD, happy birthday. I thank you for that, bro. Thank you for keeping her alive, James. Yeah, I woke up this morning and my Facebook was going off. Like, damn, yeah, it is my mama's birthday, man. She passed away shortly after this. So we're coming up on a year on the 5th, I believe, of May. But, you know, I'm doing all right. You guys see that. I'm doing the best I can. I appreciate it, James. Means a lot, bro.
My topics. Shout out to Lush.
Thank you, everybody.
Today, you already know what I'm going to talk about. Bricc Baby, I'm coming for you. So let me explain. I was in Turks and Caicos for approximately 1 week, and it came down the pipe while I was out there.
And he's wearing the shirt, yo. Check the chime. I'm sorry. Shout out to my dude Primo, man. With the motherfucking $5 drop, bro. He said, "Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody." Shout out to fucking Primo the Primo.
Right now, 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 right now.
Yeah, I sure do miss that woman, bro. I do. You lost your uncle 2 nights ago. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. I'm really sorry to hear that, man. It's never good to lose people, bro. And I hate when people say, "Oh, they're better. They're better. They're better in heaven. They're in a better place." No, the fuck they're not. I still wish my mom was here right now. Not sick, of course. I didn't like seeing her sick, but I still wish she was here right by my side. I'd still take care of her to this day, bro. Not a fucking chance. But anyway, back to the regular content. Adam22 is wearing the fucking shirt from Turks. You can't make this up, bro. Not only is he up here going, "Ha ha, Bricc baby, I was in the Turks, not accepting your phone calls, didn't send you a fucking dime, but I got the shirt. Check it out." I got the shirt, y'all.
Pause. That Bricc Baby had some choice words for the 22 stir, and today we're going to be reacting to those words. So let's get right into it.
I wish that big old deal.
Hold on, y'all. Got to view this personalized note from my girl, Phoenix Blaze. Lucky said, "Primo, sitting next to you. Happy birthday, mama." I appreciate you, girl. She loved candy, too. Look at all that candy. Look at all that candy. Y'all wouldn't believe it. I tore my fucking my cupboard up last night, bro. Them edibles do something different to me for some reason. Like I fucking like can't get off the couch, bro, and I'm hungry.
Man, it's just break, man. Why everybody laid up with their feet up out there vacation and playing like they ain't got nothing for the kids, man. You already know we still keeping it strong, nigga.
Okay, hold on. Let's break this conversation down, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? Because we're good at this. Here's how I would take this. Oh, I know, bro. I know it is. Thank you, Zero. I know, man. I honestly know that. Whenever people say that, I'm like, nah, the best place is with me. But I honestly know. I understand. Like, people are just trying to help you grieve, or maybe the better place is in heaven. We don't know. It probably is. If it's anything like we're taught, then maybe the better place is in heaven. You got some 1,000 milligram gummies? Damn, son, I was just eating hundreds. Fuck, let's see. I ate 4 of the 100. That's only 400 milligrams, dude. You got 1,000, boys? Shit. I'd be fucking glued to the couch. I'd be glued to the couch, bro. That's what they do to me. They give me a real lazy buzz. I like it. I do them at night. Yeah, I'll have to try some thousands, man. I ain't never gone up that high. I think last night was the highest I've gone, 400. I'm new to the edible thing. I'm real new to the edible thing. Hell yeah. All right, let's break this down real quick. I want to back this up about 15 seconds. Bricc Baby says something here.
Some choice words for the 22 stir, and today we're going to be reacting to those words. So let's get right into it.
I wish that big old deal, man. It's just break, man. Why everybody laid up with their feet up out there vacation.
While everybody laid up with their feet up on out there on vacation, playing like they ain't got something for the kid. First of all, that sounds like you're trying to extort me. While you out there laid up with your feet up in the sand, like you ain't got something for me, motherfucker, fuck you. I didn't go out and commit crimes, you fucking idiot. Like, where the fuck are you coming from? Are you stupid or deaf or dumb? That is the craziest shit I've ever heard. But let's keep on going. Like Adam broke the law. And now I automatically owe you not to go on vacation? I owe it to you not to go on vacation. Huh? Oh, let me stop my world because Bricc Baby went to jail.
For the kid, man, you already know we still keeping it strong, nigga. Don't think nothing from
Yeah, you do, or you wouldn't be saying this. Yeah, you do, or you wouldn't be saying this. The first couple times I took gummies and ate gummies, I didn't even get a buzz from them. I was like, those things are weak, bro. Those things are trash. I'm not even trying it. Yeah, I haven't gotten to where I was tripping out yet. I was glued to the couch last night, though. I slept on the couch all night long. I woke up this morning, my lady was like, hey, I tried to get you in bed. I'm like, huh? Tried to get me in bed? The fuck? I don't remember none of it. Yeah, it does me too, man. That's why I had to take like 4. I don't know if it's my tolerance or what, man. I mean, I really don't smoke a whole lot of weed because I work 6 to 10 hours a day. He sound like a hoe right now. Thank you very much, Primo. Thank you very much, Primo. You sound like the motherfucker that's in jail calling a woman. You ain't got nothing on my books yet. And then you sit next to him like, boy, she getting ready. Leave your ass. Like when you in jail, you don't order your woman to do anything. You go, baby, will you? Baby, can you? Because she going to get Jody and she going to forget all about you. He's in jail thinking Adam owes him something. Which, here's the deal. I heard in the beginning that he said that he was a contracted employee. So there must be some kind of contract, right? We don't know what that contract entails. Does that mean that Bricc makes any part of the money that he's in any show? I don't know. I wouldn't pay you like that. Sorry. I wouldn't pay you that. Okay, whatever you make in any show you're on, you get divided that portion. I wouldn't pay you that way. I know a lot of shows do, but that gets tricky, bro. That gets tricky. And I guarantee you, the moment that you get locked up, that voids all contract. It says 0. The key is to wait 45 minutes before you eat more because it takes that long to kick in. Yeah, it does take a long time. It is. It does take like an hour for me. That's a fact. I got some 50s over there right now. I'm thinking about eating one. Maybe go back to bed after this. I'm off all day. It's not a mental test. Bricc, Adam doesn't have to stop his life to worry about you now. He knows where you are. He knows you're taken care of. He knows you're not going nowhere. And why should he answer the phone if he's on vacation in one of the nicest places in the world? My phone would be on Do Not Disturb. For real. I don't like Adam at all. He is the culture vulture type. But the facts are the facts. I hate having to come up here and stick up for Adam. But I'm also not going to be that kind of podcast where I just ride Adam for no reason. Fuck that. Brick's in the wrong right here. Bricc is in the wrong right here.
Hard that in his chest, man. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker could use you, abuse you. As soon as you get out the way, act like they ain't worried about losing you. You know what I mean?
Hold on, man. So like for a week, that's what we're gonna get into, Wookie, right now. Yeah, I mean, what would 20K do for him? Give him a lot of commissary? Make sure he can eat for a year? Here's the problem, bro. Life doesn't stop. Here's the thing. Once you go to jail, you can't control anything on the outside. And nothing changes inside but the weather. That's it. You might walk outside and it be snowing one day. You're right. The rolling 60 should be looking out for their own. Yep. Once you go to prison, bro, people forget about you, man. People forget. The only real people that's going to be there for you is if you have a down woman that really loves you or your real family. Friends and shit are going to do it for their own reasons. Just to say, oh, yeah, I did it. I hooked you up. Yeah, free him, free him. Yep, mama and grandmamas. Yep. And if you got a down woman, I've seen down women do it. But man, not longer than 10 years, though. Most women leave if you get 10 or more.
Okay. So if you didn't catch it, this is a thinly veiled shot at the 22 stir. I was on vacation. I did have my feet kicked up. But let's talk about Bricc, baby. And in particular, the financial side of my relationship with the Bricc, not the trick. When Bricc Baby came on.
Okay, first I'm going to say this too. Adam wasn't right for telling the world that Bricc owes him money. He's not. People with any kind of class don't air out people's business. Oh, that person owes me money. Well, that person owes me money. Well, yeah, well, I don't even know why you're talking because you owe me money. It's not cool. It's not cool. Doesn't make you look any kind of way. Because the less you say it, the more ammunition it has when you need it if you don't get it. You see what I'm saying? People are stupid, bro. No class at all. To come up here and air out that Bricc already owes him $7,000 is a very low ball move.
On the platform 2 years ago. Pretty quickly, the feds ran up in his crib and raided him. He needed money to get out. Now, it's been discussed at length that I fronted him an amount of money.
It's a fact,
$5,000 so that he could get out the same day that he was picked up. I know Whack 100 and a few other people have been spreading information saying that this was cap. I don't know. Honestly, the other day in the Reddit, somebody posted information saying that he really did have.
Okay. So if his bail amount was $35,000, 10% of that would be what? $3,500? And Adam gave him 5. Real talk. What we don't do as adults. That's a fact. I don't. If somebody owes me money, I don't care to tell it to 5 different people. Well, the only reason why Adam's doing this is to clear his name. I understand why Adam's doing it, but I wouldn't have brung in, hey, you already owe me money. I already gave you money. Why should I give you more? Shouldn't you be working off what you owe? This is the wrong time to ask Bricc Baby to work off the money he owes you, Adam. I'm not that way, y'all. You won't get that from me, man. Yeah. And you know what, Lush? I like you a little bit, man, but you're starting to give me Glaze vibes. You are really starting to give me all the vibes that everybody says, bro. Bail him out so he can make you. Yup. Look how much Brick's done made him, bro. Why can't we say we're clear there? Look at all the money I done made you, bro. Why can't we say debt paid? Why are we even still talking about this?
Have a bail, and that was where the $5,000 went. I never really heard about it. I heard rumors in the streets that maybe this money was not required for him to be bailed out, that he didn't have a bail. But I did see these screenshots in the Reddit that make it seem as if he did have a bail. I didn't make a big deal out of it. I gave him the money, had to get him back out on the streets. I knew that he had potential. I knew that
I knew that he had potential. I knew that he had potential to make me money. So I got him back out.
take him from being a marginal figure in the LA podcasting space to being one of, if not the most talked about person in the podcasting space, which is exactly what has happened over the course of the past couple of years. Never.
You didn't do that,
for the
though.
money back.
You didn't do that, Adam. All you did was give him the audience. I like how, you know what, man? Ooh, I love how people say, I made you. I did this for you. I did that for you. No, you really didn't. You just had the audience. And then that person did it for themselves in front of that audience. Because just giving somebody the audience ain't going to be enough sometimes. Like, let's say I was to go on No Jumper and I'm just sitting there. Nobody's going to go find my page and say, hey, there's AD. Yeah, let's go find Aggressive Defiance. No, you got to be outspoken. You got to win the audience over yourself. Dumbass. People are fucking stupid.
Never asked for it. You feel me? Now, to his credit, for like 2 years after that, he did not ask me for any additional funds. So
Bricc wasn't going around asking him for money.
This is part of doing business. I gave him the $5K. I'm not going to bring it up again.
So the $5K, in case y'all were wondering out there, was when Bricc Baby was allegedly apprehended by law enforcement and his bond was $50,000. Now, as y'all already know,
No, it wasn't. We just looked and the bond said $35,000, didn't it? Why are we saying 50,000? Why did we just say $50,000 when he just posted a screenshot that said 35,000? Anyway,
maybe some of y'all out there don't know. Whenever you get a bond, 9 times out of 10 is going to be 10% of whatever that larger number is.
It's called a surety bond.
So that $5,000 that Adam22 gave to Bricc Baby was for bond.
But the bond was 35,000. You just literally put it in the video you just made.
He didn't just give him 5,000 willy-nilly for no reason.
And over the course of those 2 years, my prediction did come true. Bricc Baby basically soared to new heights, became one of the most talked about people in the community. And as far as our relationship, I would like to think that we actually became something like friends. We got closer and closer, spent time hanging out various times, went out to a lot of different parties and stuff, basically formed a relationship that honestly was a little bit more developed than the type of relationship that I've formed with most of the hosts that No Jumper has had over the years. Fast forward to a couple months ago, Bricc Baby reaches out to me again, asks if he can borrow a couple $1,000s for, I don't know, moving into a new spot or some shit like that. I said, okay. Didn't even bring up the fact that I had let him borrow this $5,000. I figured after 2 years, shit, whatever. So I let him borrow this additional $2,000-$3,000. I forget what it was. And then very soon after that, like I'm talking like a week later, he gets picked up by the feds, right? Ever since then, there's been murmurings, people wondering, what is Adam22 going to do to help out Bricc in this situation? Now, from my perspective, I'm $7,000-$8,000 in the hole in terms of money that I have let you borrow, which I'm not really the kind of person who lets people borrow money all the time. Like, of everybody who's ever worked for me, I honestly don't think I can think of a situation in which any of them have borrowed money from me. Like, that's just not really the kind of relationship that I like to have with people who work for me. You know, if it is an emergency,
it isn't the greatest thing to do
something. But for the most part, it's just not really how I get down. You know, it's like, I just don't, I don't like to have that kind of thing going on. I pay you for your service and you do the job and we're good. But as far as taking out loans consistently, constantly, I'm not really into it. That being said, it was only 2 times throughout our relationship so far, but I say all that to just set the stage. Then he gets locked up and people are pretty much automatically, you know, suggesting in the comments, people talking about it on podcasts, is Adam going to pay for his lawyer? Is Adam putting money on his books? Whatever.
I see you, baby.
For like the first month that he was locked up, he didn't ask me for shit. He didn't say anything about it.
Phoenix Blaze,
I kind of appreciate it because I feel like if I just gave you $2,000 like immediately before you got locked up, it is kind of weird for you to get locked up and then be like, hey, like, can I have even more money? Especially given this.
What Bricc is talking about is, hey, I'm calling into your podcast from jail, and I know you made a quick 2,000-3,000 off that motherfucker. Can you send me 400? What's wrong with that? Dude, does everybody see where Bricc Baby's coming from a little? Just a little. And you're even making money off the Bricc and Loose video. That podcast that was the day before they got arrested is still going up, y'all. That video is still going up. So don't you think you owe both of them a little bit of money if that's what your contract is? I don't know what these people's contracts are. That's something that should come. Maybe we should start being public information with these contracts. Maybe contracts should be public information. You didn't miss much. He's up here trying to air out Adam Bricc Baby loan and Bricc Baby. What was it? 7,000. Why does he keep calling it a loan? What, did Bricc say, hey, can I borrow? Because you said over a course of time, Bricc Baby never said another word about asking for money, and you didn't ask for it back. So was it really a borrow situation, or was it, well, hey, I gave this to you? I hate people like that, bro. Don't give me nothing if you're going to turn around and throw it in my face, because I'll dog you the fuck out. I will dog you the fuck out. I hate people like that. Give me something to say. Well, you don't remember what I gave you? You don't remember that thing I did for you? Oh, really? Okay. Let me sit around and think about the things I gave and did for you then.
I'll be right back. My thing is, like, if you want to get an official verdict on how I'm willing to help you out financially, in addition to what I've done for you previously, I feel like you should be upfront about that. I've talked to Bricc on the phone a whole bunch of times since he's been locked up, including like the day before this video came out. And it was none of this energy at all. And in addition to that, we've got people like Sharp, who don't got a pot to piss in, who ain't done nothing for Bricc, who can't do anything for anybody because he's dead broke. He's coming out, making YouTube videos, doing streams where he's passing judgment on what I've done for Bricc.
Let's be straight up honest and serious. Adam doesn't like anybody that has something to say about Adam. He hates point and shoot, bro. Point and shoot, stay on his ass.
Adam is saying that Bricc Baby had ample opportunity to talk to him about these situations, but the internet's narrative is Bricc Baby can't even get a hold of Adam22. So how would he even use those ample opportunities if he can't get?
Yeah, if you give me ample opportunities to talk to you about things, if you're not answering my phone, And then you know what he says? Well, I don't answer phone calls that I don't know. Well, if you know your homie's locked up and you know you're going to get a call from some numbers that you don't know, why not answer those phone calls, homie? Why not answer those phone calls?
Get a hold of you. Now, Bricc Baby has been in constant contact with Sharp, and Sharp has been keeping us updated on what's going on. Now, how much merit to what Sharp has to say is true, I have no clue. But yeah, I just had to let y'all know that.
For 2 years straight, even when he was missing shows, even when he was out of town,
Yeah,
doing whatever,
he's
never fronted on him in terms of the money. Now we've got Sharp, who, you know, Sharp has never done anything besides sex traffic women and being prepared to do. It does leave a little bit of a
on Wednesday him about these situations, but
Oh,
the internet,
you don't believe Hassan make $60K a month? Not right now. He's not. Not right now. I could look up the Social Blade numbers and it could tell me around what he makes off just ad revenue. Let's see here. Nah, he's not making that much at all no more. He did it one time maybe, but Hassan makes that about yearly now, bub, just off ad revenue. Adam's dad was a Freemason. So is Adam then. Adam's dad was pardoned by fucking Bill Clinton, bro. Like, you were pardoned by Bill Clinton. You had to have been somebody for fraud charges. Like, I guess Adam's people were like real democratic. That's why he has all the things he has to say about Trump. That Cat and Shannon interview. Oh, that motherfucker made probably $1 million. Yeah, Hassan at one time was probably making 50 a month with super chat and all that, but not at this point. He's not making near that. He's still making a good living though, just off of ad revenue. He's still somewhere around 10K a month. That's still a good living. Adam fishy as fuck.
internet's narrative is Bricc Baby can't even get a hold of Adam22. So how would he even use those ample opportunities if he can't get a hold of you? Now, Bricc Baby has been in constant contact with Sharp, and Sharp has been keeping us updated on what's going on. Now, how much merit to what Sharp has to say is true, I have no clue. But yeah, I just had to let y'all know that.
For 2 years straight, even when he was missing
Ladies
shows.
and gentlemen, check it out, y'all. Check it out, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, we got it over here. We got the aggressive giveaway, members only giveaway, man. If you're not a member, become a member now or gift a member. Make somebody get in this giveaway if you would like. We're going to be doing our members only giveaway. $50 goes to one member today and today only. We do this monthly for our members, guys. I like to give back to our channels, and I'm glad to be back in the position to give back to you guys. So that's what we're going to do over here. I appreciate each and every one of you all for becoming members and staying members and gifting members and doing all that. So thank you. Today's that day, y'all. We're going to try to make this go up next month. I want to be able to try to get more and more and more. Bricc is the same level of sucker as Keefy D. You have to elaborate on that, Bob.
Even when he was out of town doing whatever, never fronted on him in terms of the money. Now we've got Sharp, who, Sharp has never done anything besides sex traffic women and be ugly. And he's out here trying to cast judgment on me. So let's play the Sharp clip.
Pretty much, if he is to get out or, even hits the streets, they don't want him on that podcast at all. They want him to resign from it, like be done with it. They don't.
So apparently Sharp is privy to information. Sharp is privy to some information that Bricc has obviously told him, right? Right? Obviously, Bricc has told Sharp something. Like, they don't want me on no jumper, bro. When I get out, or if I get out, they've told me they don't want me back over there. They don't want me on podcast talking. When Hassan exposed Whack, that was his peak. That was the peak of his YouTube. I don't know if that was his peak, but that was pretty close. I mean, he did get a lot of views for that. Hassan was peaking real good when he started coming up around the Blood, New York area. When he started that climb. He's got a lot of people now that aren't watching, like what they call that, dead subscribers or whatever. Not only black people, honey, everybody, think about your kids. Think about all of y'all, no matter what color you are. Think about your children first, man. Your families, your loved ones. None of this shit is worth it.
The feds do not want him on No Jumper no longer. I'm telling you facts. This isn't what I think. No, it's what I know.
So if this is true, this is the first and only source that I've heard from that has specified this in any way. Do I have
think he's gonna
concerns
tell you
about Bricc Baby returning to the platform? Yes, obviously that would be kind of interesting, and I would wonder about the level of heat that it would draw to the building. Obviously, things like the gun that they saw in his waistline that I didn't see, and that I don't think the comments
you didn't
saw
know.
that was pointed out in his.
You didn't fucking know that Bricc had a fucking gun. God damn, man. The level of lying these dudes are willing to do is unfucking real. Nobody knew that Bricc didn't. Oh, Bricc got to go into the building without being searched, right? Okay, so what we're going to have to say that No Jumper doesn't have anything to say, have any good security at all, because Bricc gets to walk in. Bricc gets to walk in. Yeah, but white liberals are something else. Bricc gets to walk right in the front door without getting pat down, without going through the fucking metal detector. Shut up, Adam. You fucking lying, bro. You fucking lying, bro. You knew that man had that blick on him.
Bail hearing that he had a strap on him. That kind of thing is the kind of thing that I would want to really be on point with. But the idea that the feds
now you want to be on point with it.
Bricc that he's no longer allowed to be on No Jumper. This is a Sharp narrative as of this point. Like, I have absolutely no idea if this is a real thing or not. But it does seem kind of odd if this is something that Bricc told Sharp and didn't tell me or anybody else from No Jumper. I mean, keep in mind, Bricc and Sharp have had a weird relationship over the years, because when we fell out with Sharp, Bricc talked hella shit about him on the platform and then basically continued to be friends with him.
Wow, bro. You hear the level of snake in that? Did you just hear the level of snakeness in that?
To some extent, which I always thought was a little strange, but either way, I mean, to me, this is just a completely invented Sharp narrative as far as I know. It's kind of odd that he would know about this and I wouldn't know about this, but let's keep going.
To a lot of you dummies, because it went to prove, because everybody was screaming, oh, they're going to be out on Wednesday. No, they're not. I knew it when it came to the bail hearing and how things play. Like, they're just giving them that. Now you got to appeal it. And then, to hear, when he was calling, Adam, he ain't answering, or whatever the case may be. He's calling people and they not picking up. Now they're avoiding him. Why is that?
Because Adam wants him to get sharp too. Adam wants him to snag sharp too.
Boy, why aren't you answering Bricc calls?
Another cap sharp narrative. I have not been ducking any phone calls, and keep in mind that his baby mama has been in communication with me, talking to me, telling me what time Bricc was gonna call and everything. But every time that I got on the phone with Bricc, it's been like 2 or 3 minutes of conversation, and then he gets kicked off because I guess he's only allowed to be on the phone for 10 minutes at a time. Never at any point until I was in Turks and Caicos, like right before that other video clip came out, did Bricc even utter something that mentioned or inferred that he thought that he should be getting in any way some money from us. So to me, I'm gonna be real with you, I just feel like this is some hoe ass shit. No offense, Bricc, I don't really want to use the hoe word when it comes to you or anything, but how are you going to be out here communicating shit like this to Sharp and not having the nuts to say it to me? And in addition to that, I mean, let's be real about the relationship between an employer and a worker. If Bricc had asked me in the beginning, Adam, if I get locked up, will you bail me out? Will you pay for my lawyer, etc.? My response early on probably would have been like, no. Like, I would prefer to not take our relationship to that extent. Like, that's just not something I really go into business with someone.
Yeah, but you said, bro, it's not business anymore with you and Bricc. He has become your friend. And this isn't what friends do. Friends are friends. Friends wouldn't even be having this conversation at all. You would be helping your friend. Adam, you're a millionaire. Get Bricc some help, bro.
Being prepared to do. It does leave a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth to realize that Bricc is comfortable having conversations about me to Sharp, but won't have that same conversation to me. Like, if you want to borrow money, you can ask me. I was actually kind of looking forward to him asking me so I could have a conversation with him about the fact that he's already in a pretty significant amount of debt to me. But
hold on. You're hypocrites. You've said two different things now in this video. You've said you were glad that he didn't ask you for any more money and that you didn't have to give him no more money and that it was all said and done. So that means that the debt's over with. Now you're saying the man's still in debt with you. Never let anybody help you, you guys. Don't let anybody just help you unless you plan on paying them back. Unless when they come back and go, remember what I did for you? You can go, shut your bitch ass up. Take this and get the fuck away from me. Now I'm good on you. Now I'm good on you. Back off time. It's easy to just back off. You ever heard the term fall back? Now you like, oh, now you owe me. You're already in a significant amount of debt with me, man. This is some fucking extortion.
But that conversation never came. And then in addition to that, I heard it through the grapevine that Bricc basically thought that he was going to keep getting paid, that even though he's locked up and he's not able to contribute to the business.
See, this is where we need to know what the contract says. This is where we need to know what Bricc and Adam's contract is. Because I guarantee you it's fucking shady. See, because I wouldn't sign my contract would be whatever I'm on camera in makes money, I want a percentage of that bread. If I'm on camera with 4 people, I want 25% of that bread, and then you can take 10% off of that for whatever. Who cares? I don't know. We're going to make a real contract. We ain't playing. You up here, Adam, I'm just going to say it, bro. You find these ghetto gangster dummies that got a lot of charisma, that know how to stir up the politics, right? And you kind of get them on camera and you end up fucking every one of them over. You do. You screw every one of them over. And AD was the smartest one because he had Pun behind him too, and Pun is smart as fuck. Pun is a manager. You fuck over
being on
everybody,
camera
Adam.
that he thought that he was just so locked in that he was going to keep getting his monthly pay each month. I'm sorry. I know you guys all saw the No Jumper is Going Broke video. We are not.
That don't make No Jumper is going broke. That doesn't make it okay for if every video that Bricc is in is still making you money. I wish I knew the contract. It makes it hard for me to talk shit if I don't know the contract. I really don't know the contract. I wish I knew what these fools signed up for. I know Sharp said he did sign up for a contract that will everything that he was in that makes money, he's supposed to be paid for. And Adam didn't follow through with that. I'd sue him, Sharp.
Best financial state right
His
now.
fucking
Me
ass.
paying someone to be in federal prison doesn't really seem realistic.
Y'all been making content about them for the last 2 weeks. Why is it that he ain't received a paycheck? And motherfuckers is making money off of what he been doing. And I'm hearing that, from reliable sources, his people, done reached out about it. And
Drugs and
they're
chains.
not getting no feedback on it, no response. I mean, they did have a life before he went to jail, homie.
Give him enough to get a gun, a necklace, some drugs, and a little bit of pocket change, and they're good, man. That's so funny. Y'all are funny, man.
That's what happens at jobs. Like, he don't get his money, and missing out on some bands because he ain't there. Come on, brother.
At jobs, they would have your ass already on the picking line. Your ass be fired already. You missed that third day of work. You in jail? That don't matter. On your third day, they'd be like, all right, new hire. Don't play with me. Jobs ain't going to wait around for you. What's up, Cuddy? If you got a job that's going to wait around for you to finish federal time, you got a damn good job, my friend. Ain't no fucking job waiting around on you to finish federal, dealing with all that. And Adam knows damn good and well if Bricc was to get out tomorrow, he would beg Bricc to be on No Jumper because it would blow the fuck up. He knows it. I don't know why he's doing that. Cuddy, what's good, my friend? How the fuck are we doing out there,
That
chat?
ain't cool. You're supposed to make sure that he got it. His baby mama, nobody ain't received nothing. Like, just even the money that he's owed legitimately for what, the work that he's done. Because I know he got.
See, that's what I'm saying. What is he owed legitimately for the work that he's done? Like, I know that for a whole month before he went to jail, he did work.
Salary. Why ain't that man received his bread? Like, what's going on?
Sharp is basically alleging that No Jumper has not paid Bricc the money that we owe him. Well, he obviously has absolutely no knowledge of this because I would gladly open up our books and let everybody see the fact that we paid Bricc for exactly the amount of time that he was on the podcast. So this is ridiculous.
I want to see it. You spoke about it, Adam. Show it. You said you would easily do it. Easily do it, guys. Do it.
Ridiculous. This is just totally fake. Sharp, again, basically a bum at this point. He's on the verge of homelessness. He's going to go back to Vegas and continue his sex trafficking career at the truck stops in Vegas. And
Wow. Why are we calling people out for sex trafficking on a public podcast, bro? If we're not the cops, I don't know if Bricc gave up his freedom for a job. I think Bricc gave up his freedom for being stupid. For real. I do. I think the things that Bricc was doing was way outside of what anybody thought what he was doing. It blew my mind to know that he was doing all that, because on podcast, he was a stand-up man. He took care of his family. He was married. I didn't know he's putting fucking guns and pistols and shit in women's faces and shit. Didn't nobody know none of this. But like people say, some people get on here and show a whole different life.
Apparently, he's just trying to get one little tiny moment of clout by calling me out. His YouTube channel is in the fucking dirt. And so he's out here.
What? See, this is what a lot of big shows will do. His YouTube channel's in the dirt. His numbers suck. Yeah, his shit ain't nothing compared to ours. That doesn't take away the fact that what Sharp is saying is kind of got some sense to it. See what I'm saying? They want to deflect from the obvious.
Spreading misinformation about me. Sharp, use a hoe. Use a hoe commenting on real business because you've never ran a business. You're doing live streams for 200 people for 6 hours every night. I know this video.
See, I told you. You doing live streams for 6 hours for 200 people, which ain't bad for a guy. I've only got 58 in here. I'm not bitching. I'm not moaning. I'm not groaning. Hey, beggars can't be choosers, homie. Salute to the 58 in here. I fucking love y'all, man.
Aggressive Defiance TV. Aggressive as fuck. Aggressive gang. Smash that like button.
Hit that like button for me,
Video's
man.
not
Share
about
this
Sharp,
live.
but it's just so hard for me to hold my tongue when it comes to describing what a hoe-ass bitch Sharp is. Okay, let's just go back to the Bricc thing.
That's
I guess I
fucking-
just wanted to make this video to clarify that I'm not on any weird shit. I'm not on any disloyal shit. My perspective is just, no, I'm not going to keep you on the payroll while you're locked up.
What's
That's
good? What's
just
good?
not- that's an abuse of the relationship that you think that we have. It's like there's probably a lot of people in your life that could help you out with money. And I have nothing against giving the guy some money for commissary, helping his girl out with whatever.
Then do it.
It's just at a certain point, you've already worked up a significant debt with me.
So now
It
you
takes a
don't want to
lot of
help me.
nerve to make YouTube videos basically throwing shade at me when realistically I'm probably the person who showed you the most love in recent memory. Now, that being said, Bricc, he's locked up. He's detoxing off perks, I'm assuming. So he's probably
It's
not in
been
the best
way
mental
long enough
state.
to
I'm
do
not turning
detox
my
off
back
perks,
on him
y'all.
by any means.
It's been
I'm
way
just calling
long
out some
enough.
behavior that I personally don't really agree with and don't care for. So we actually do have plans. We've got some free Bricc Baby shirts that we're going
Who's
to be
buying a
dropping in the
free
very
Bricc
near
Baby
future. The
shirt?
proceeds from that are going to him and his family. And in
Good.
addition to that, we do have a live stream coming up in the very near future, probably by the end of this week. And in that live stream, we are going to be taking all of the donations. Friday is looking like it might be the day. Friday, we might be doing this. All the donations are going to be going to Bricc Baby to help him out. That being said, I don't really appreciate some of this weird backstabby type of stuff. You know, honestly, it's just, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I feel like you should have more respect for the relationship that we've had over the years and the fact that I've kept you on your feet over the years. But I'm not turning my back on you by any means. We are going to be helping Bricc Baby out. And so show up to that live stream Friday. Hopefully we make it happen Friday. But yeah, Adam22. Free Bricc. Smack a like. We out.
So as y'all, I was so eloquently able to
What do
hear
y'all
and
think? What does the chat think? Adam's a lot. What do you think? Anybody gonna buy a Bricc Baby shirt? Anybody buying a Bricc Baby shirt? He's like a Hunter Biden. Adam22 bump. What's up, Gangland? Shout out to Gangland, man. Go fucking follow Gangland, bro. Follow Gangland, bro. He's doing the same damn thing on these motherfuckers' tops. Adam22 bunk. Yeah, go follow Gangland Neem, bro.
see for yourself with the natural born listening devices on your ears and the ones that came inside your head. Adam22 is standing on he's not gonna abandon Bricc Baby. He ain't finna leave him out there to dry. He ain't gonna leave him out there to ride. Now,
all right, so how do we go about getting that man a decent attorney? Can we get the man a decent attorney? That's what he needs. Fuck some commissary. Well, we know the man needs some commissary, but we know Bricc got commissary. But can we get him some fucking a decent attorney? Can the money go to an attorney? That's what I'm wondering, bro. Shout out
If
to the
I was
peeps,
Adam,
man.
bro, I don't throw Bricc a bone, man. If it's any of Bricc Baby's content still reoccurring on the channel, I don't know what y'all deal was. I just heard you say you paid them annually in a salary. Say, man, go ahead and fulfill the rest of that contract, bro. Get that man his money. Or what?
Thank you, man. If Kiwi Head can get bro a lawyer, yup. That's what I'm saying, bro. If that's your friend, I mean, you said it in your video. Me and Bricc Baby, we became more than just, podcasters. That's the same shit you said with AD too, and you played AD. Am I lying? Get Bricc an attorney, bro. Bricc should not be going to that motherfucking courthouse at any time with a public defender. I hope to God Bricc ain't got no public defender and he got no jumper on his motherfucking side. And he got no jumper on his side. You established that you're supposed to be homies, that you guys are friends now. Man, this game is ugly, bro. How many people has this motherfucker? How many motherfuckers has this dude did this to? They slow? Yeah, but making them, somebody being slow don't make them wrong, though. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I got a different outlook on this. Until I start seeing people's names and paperwork and shit, I got to take it for what it is. No jumper doesn't care about their employees. I feel the same way, bro. I feel the same exact way. Motherfuckers don't give a damn. He did that shit to AD. He did that shit to T-Rail. We're going to be doing a members giveaway soon, y'all. If you ain't a member, jump in, man. It's my first members giveaway back because, we keep getting our channel popped by the haters. We got haters over here that just don't want to see it happen for us. But that's all right, man. We back to doing giveaways, man. So I'm going to do a $50 cash giveaway today to one of our members in the membership program. I feel like if you're a member, you should be able to give back to, right? So that's what we're going to do over here. If you aren't a member, become a member. You still have time to get in this giveaway. But we're going to do this monthly, y'all. And each month we're going to go up. As y'all know, on my bigger channel, we used to do cash giveaways every month. And I give away my ad revenue. To one of the members, I give away the ad revenue, man. I've been doing giveaways since the day my channel started. I don't know what it is. I'm a giving person. I like to give back to all the people, man. It's all government shit, locals and homies only, though. I don't know. I wish I knew the contract, man. Like, I don't know how he's paying these people, but like what Sharp said was that Sharp was supposed to get paid a certain percentage for everything Sharp was on camera with. And we all know Sharp was getting millions of views, still is, on No Jumper. And Adam ain't paying Sharp because of a diss song. But yet Adam can make a diss song first and try to go at Sharp. But when the diss song when the diss song Sharp played was better, they want to make it all mad and shit. They want to get all mad and not pay Sharp no more. And if that's the same contract that he's got with Bricc, then he should be paying Bricc. Bricc should be making enough to get an attorney just by being on camera for what he's done already. Pay the man. I don't even know why he's airing out that Bricc owed him money when he says Bricc don't owe him money. Man, don't accept money from people unless it's in a donation. Because I'm telling you, people are quick to throw the shit back in your face, man. And it ain't cool. That's not real shit. That's not being a real person. That's not showing real love. Anything I give to you, I don't care. If we fall out, I don't give a fuck. I gave you something. Keep it. It's yours. I already gave it to you.
Whatever it is that he feels that you owe him, just go ahead and break it off to him, man. Why not? Now,
Yeah, break
one
it
of
off.
the reasons why Adam said that he ain't just gonna jump right out and do that is because he just posted a video not too long ago explaining to us that No Jumper is going broke. Now, is Adam responsible for paying Bricc after Bricc Baby has been incarcerated? I don't know. I ain't seen a contract. I don't know what they agreed on.
Here, man.
I have no clue. But y'all can jump in the comment section and let me know how y'all feel about this whole entire situation. I already know it's gonna be opinionated. Do y'all feel like Adam22 is in the wrong? Do y'all feel like he owes Bricc Baby anything? Do y'all feel like Bricc Baby is looking for
What up?
Do y'all feel like Bricc is owed anything? Y'all let me know. Jump in the comment section, man.
Yada,
Anyways,
yada,
we
yada,
gonna
mean.
sit up there and stay down until we come up together, man. It's just allow it.
Hey, man, it's true, bro. Like, we just need to see the contract. That's it. If we had the contract, we could say, oh, well, he owed Bricc money. Until then, I don't know. But here's my thing. Adam22 is Brick's friend, right? Adam22 is supposed to be Brick's friend. So when Adam says, you owe me this, you owe me that, why does he owe you anything if it's your friend? You said the same shit about AD, bro. AD and me became friends. And then this, and then this, and now we're not friends. So I'm not going to do anything. Man, shut up. You do this to that's what Gangland Neem said. Adam don't treat his employees correctly. Who the fuck would go work? What happened to Jack Frost? Woo! Jack Frost was sent back to the North Pole. I got something in my DMs. Hold on, man. I'm gonna show y'all something. I know that's why you said that. But I got something in my DMs. I'm gonna go ahead and say. I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and speak on it. So people did their research on Jack Frost, y'all, from the BBN network. You know, the New York City YouTuber that went over with all the 6ix9ine shit. They did all their research and found this girl that Jack Frost had been talking about, right? Did all this shit. Then it shows Priscilla Santos, all the kids showing the sports club and all that for her daughter and all this shit. This is all shit. This is AD. This is proof that Maya, the daughter of Miss Priscilla from Coney Island Sharks, is either 17 or 19 years old. I know that you've moved past Sean Seabrooks, but it's good to have you in the back pocket. Yeah. Jack is 48 years old. Yeah, 48, bro. Top of the morning to everybody, man. So Jack, yeah, the one that got beat up. The one that got beat up, y'all. Y'all want to hear what Jack, you guys want to hear what China Mac had to say? What? China Mac went off, y'all. Damn. I fuck with China Mac, man. China Mac went off, y'all. Let me bring it in for y'all. Frost a dirty old man. Frost fucking nasty, dirty old man. Stay watching, you
on
fucking
Bricc
man.
Baby, and tell Adam, yo, listen, it's either that or we gonna give you a case. Give us the information or we gonna give you the case. What the f you think Grand Mason gonna do? Huh?
Well,
Shout
you
out
guys
to
know
Panda.
China Mac has gone back and forth with Bricc Baby and Adam22 in the past. Mac has been overseas for a minute now making new content, but he took a minute to chime in on the recent Rolling 60s Rico with Bricc Baby, Loose Cannon, and what Adam22 and Whack 100 may be doing moving forward.
Man, roll the clip. You gotta understand, Bricc Baby, Loose Cannon, all these dudes that be on that kind of the focal point of this whole thing that's happening, right? Loose Cannon was a rapper, I believe. He was a rapper, producer. Never heard of him before. First time I heard of him was when he reached out to Crip Mac, and I was with Crip Mac, and he wanted Crip Mac to be in a movie or whatever that he was shooting. I met him around that time, but regardless of that, I still never heard of him. You know what I'm saying? I heard of him when he went on No Jumper and said what he said about Nipsey Hussle, and he just made these brash statements like, "Oh, Nipsey Hussle called me and told me this and told me that, and about Big U, and basically like all that." And then that's when the world heard of Loose Cannon. That's when everybody learned to him. He went up there, and I think he just went up there and just made shit up. I don't know. I think he just made this shit up. To be honest, I feel like once he saw that, oh, I could get momentum by just going up there and saying and just telling. So I think he mixes real with made up shit. He does a little bit of both. He puts it all together. He'll say some real wacky ass made up shit.
Who said that first, bro? Who said that over here, y'all? Who said that Loose Cannon will just throw in some bullshit and then throw in some truth? He'll just mix it all. I know other people have probably said it, so I'm not saying I'm the only person that said it. I'm not saying that I did it first, but did I not say that? I said that. Loose Cannon is up here taking real life things and then shaking them up a little bit, putting some truth in it, taking some truth out of it, throwing in some of his spectacular lies, throwing in everything to make him look good, and taking everything out that makes him look bad.
But then he'll add some real shit, you know what I'm saying, with it around there. Once he's seen that and he got rhythm, more rhythm than he ever got with rapping, more rhythm than he got with his reality shows, more rhythm than he got with producing, he said, all right, this is what we on. I'm going to just go up there and say a whole bunch of shit. And he started getting comfortable up there and just started saying anything. You know what I'm saying? Bricc Baby too. Go up there and say anything. Now, I don't know, like, I'm not for sure, but there got to be some rules and regulations about what the fuck he can talk about in terms of like the hood and shit like that. And I think they just lost all sense of that. And they just got blinded by the opportunity.
Or maybe they ain't from the hood. I know Bricc is from Rolling, but there's like, it's up in the air if Loose is. I don't know. I'm not from LA, so I'm not going to speak on LA politics. Like I know what's going on in LA and who's from where, and I know this and I know that, because I don't. But the fact is, he may not be. So who knows?
Got blinded by the money, got blinded by the...
They all are supposed to have this street code. Kitty, get down. They're not supposed to be on podcasts airing out open information. That's why it makes it hard for me to believe that a lot of these people were in the streets. Because Bricc seems like to be the only one that wasn't really trying to put it all out there. But Whack 100, Loose Cannon, 600, they had no problem airing everything in the world out.
The fame, and they just started just going, oh, this is what they want to hear. Just keep on talking and keep on doing shit and saying shit and talking about this and talking about that without remembering that you're on camera, and anything and everything that you say can be used against you in court if they put a case on you. And clear as day, obviously they put a case on them. And now all of that shit that you said on No Jumper, all of that shit that you said on Cam Capone, all of that shit that you said wherever the you went, now that shit is getting drawn up, and now they're using this as evidence. They're using this as maybe not evidence, but they're using what you're saying to paint their story. And it's definitely gonna.
It ain't a story though. These are open cases. These are things that are actually done that the feds know about. Then you get on the podcast and you solidify to the feds about the open case that they're working on. It's like self-snitching. It's self-snitching.
Gonna help the DA and to frame the story about you. You know what I'm saying? That you're this because you're on camera saying it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, yo, man, this should be a clear case study on what not to do in front of the camera. This should be a clear sign of what not to say.
Thank you. Thank you, China Mac. God damn, finally come on, people. People with voices, speak up. People that got channels that have thousands and thousands and thousands of viewers, millions of viewers. Speak up, bro. Our youth are being tore up by this. Our youth are being led astray. Our youth think this is cool. What the fuck is wrong? What's wrong with saying this ain't cool? What the fuck is wrong with saying, look, kids, this ain't cool. This ain't what's going to lead you to be a happy, healthy person in life. This is not what people think is cool.
Not to talk about on camera. And I don't know why they ain't learned from other people. I don't know why you ain't learned from ARS and all these other people that got up here and said whatever and got cases and now they gone forever. But I think that they was just blinded by that little fame and little momentum and little money they was getting from Adam. And Adam don't give a fuck. Adam
Say it again, bro. What's in the trying? Crip Mac. Adam just kind of fucked Crip Mac up too. Is he putting money on Crip Mac's books? I sure hope so. I sure hope he's been helping Crip Mac out. I know there's not much you can do for Crip Mac because you got caught with another blower, but I sure hope he got fed good in jail. I sure hope that Crip Mac got all the pizza. What's up? What's up? What's up, Freddie? I sure hope that Spidey. What's up, Spidey? You don't think that he put money on books? Man, I hope so.
go up there and say, yeah, that's my homie. That's my friend. But let's say the feds press Adam and they want some information, and Adam has some information on Bricc Baby and tell Adam, yo, listen, it's either that or we gonna give you a case. Give us the information or we gonna give you the case. What the f you think Grand Mason gonna do? Huh? That's when he's gonna turn into Grand Mason and not Adam22. That's when he gonna...
Woo, boy. Oh, man. Happy birthday to my late mama. She passed away May 5th of last year. Today is her birthday, man. I'm celebrating my mama's birthday, and we're going to do our members giveaway today. Happy birthday to you, mama. I miss you. I didn't think that I would be able to talk about it so openly right now. Last year when it happened, when I lost her. But with the help from people in the community, certain people and all that, I've gotten to a point where I no longer am grieving. I fucking miss her, That was my mother. I'm her only child, She was like my best friend, but happy birthday to her, bro. She ended up passing away about May 5th. So she was here for her birthday. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout my mom out, man. I appreciate y'all, bro.
Gonna turn into that. I think people just got too comfortable, and it's not Adam22 fault, it's Vlad TV fault, it's not none of these people's fault, it's not their fault, but they are promoting this. They are instigating this. And yeah, of course, it's up to you to say it. But if you presenting money and you presenting people like Bricc Baby, I just feel like he ain't got no backbone. A person like Bricc Baby ain't got no backbone. Like, and when I say backbone, is like you can be bought. He can be bought. He can be allured with money. He can be tricked with money, fame, and opportunity. He'll trade friendships for that.
That's what hurt Jack Frost BBN Network. Trading friendships for fame and money. Backbiting off people. That means, hey, I'm going to use you to get in to where I can be seen by this person. And then once that person sees me, I'm going to use him to get me in front of that person. That's that shit Whack 100 does.
He'll call somebody a brother, and if there's an opportunity and he has to throw his brother, his homie, or somebody that he knows he called his friend under the bus, he gonna do that because he did that to me. That just shows me that he's a certain type of caliber of person. And with that being presented, a person like Adam22 can just trick you into saying whatever, and a person like Whack 100 tricked Loose Cannon to say whatever. I think Whack 100 had this whole mapped out. He's a very strategic person. He knows.
Whack 100. Pulling the biggest deflection in history since Big U got locked up. Went on the biggest Big U campaign for the last 2-3 years. Biggest Big U lockup campaign. Lock him away. I'm take his grid program. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Y'all, Liddy, he did this. He did this. He got this. Nipsey killed Nipsey. And now you want to deflect all the way away from it, Whack. You don't want no part of it now, Whack. When people think you're now part of the case and that you're being protected, you don't want no part of it now, Whack.
The whole dynamic between Big U and Loose Cannon, and they used to be together. And this is what I saw academics say, and I said that, and I thought that there was validity to it. You know what I'm saying? That Whack 100 used that. He played chess with this whole got people up out of there because, So with that being said, man, people just got to be smart. People got to be smart and don't have a backbone, bro. If you know you're not supposed to be doing it, don't let money make you do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't let opportunity or the promise of opportunity make you do it, because that opportunity ain't gonna do shit for you when you in the feds looking at 10, 20, whatever the years you're looking at. Whatever money you made, now that's gonna have to go to lawyers. You know what I'm saying? And you probably spent that money on.
If they don't seize that money you already made. The feds are real good at going, hey, that bank account's ours. Oh, you got money over there? That's ours too. The feds are real good at seizing up and closing all your bank accounts. Oh, yeah, you won't even be able to use that money. Oh, they're good at just knocking you out the box, Rick. Knock them out, Rick. Knock them out the box, Rick. The feds will fucking shut you all the way down. We know it. They will fucking close and seize all bank accounts. You be calling mommy. Mommy, can you get me a lawyer? They shut all my bank accounts down. Am I lying? If I'm lying, I'm dying. Anything that has to do with racketeering, fraud, all that, they're shutting it down. Mom, I guarantee they said Big U looked defeated. And you would. How you think that man's going to look? 600? He said 600 said he was wearing shower shoes. Of course he was. They make you. Stupid. I'm sure if Big U wanted to wear a suit, he would have. But it was a bail hearing, you dumbass. He wasn't going in front of jurors. Stupidity, bro.
On lean and whatever the perks and shit like that. You spent all that shit already. So now you got to come up with money for lawyer fees. So it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it.
Mac really dropped some gems on this one. What Mac is saying here reminds me of what Benzino said with how the internet and the streets were never supposed to cross paths like this. Attention has become the new form of currency, and people will say whatever or do whatever to get validation or that dopamine hit from the likes and comments. Mac is right on the money when he says there has to be some rules and regulations when it comes to what you can and cannot talk about when it comes to street politics. People
Look, man, look, there has to be pre-interviews. There has to be pre-interview questions, what we're going to go over, what I'm not going to allow you to say on my podcast. I'm not going to allow you to come on here and tell on yourself. There needs to be that. Instead of Adam coming in going, well, what's this about when you robbed the fucking gun store at 4 a.m. down the street from Pasadena? What? Oh, yeah, man, me and my homies, we got off, yo. One had the Bricc. We went in the back door. I went in the front door. We shook that place down, yo. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then there was this thing on Instagram where you guys was all chasing down this other team of people. This is what Adam does. And if you're stupid enough to get up there and say blah, 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 then you're the idiot, truthfully. You are the dumb one. But what China Mac is saying is it's the duty of these podcasters and these hosts to do the right thing and not ask those questions or not want them to answer them in a certain way or give them the right way to answer. X4 is the perfect example. Or the way OJ Juice or what's his name? What the fuck is his name, man? I forget his name. He went on Vlad. He wouldn't answer none of Vlad's questions either. I just don't think if you're having a rapper on to a podcast and it's a street rapper, why are you involving the street aspect of it when you should be pushed Pee Wee Longway? Definitely. I kept thinking about fucking OJ the Juice Man for some reason. Like this right here should push for a podcast etiquette. But you know what it is? They don't want that because then it gives them no content. Whack 100 will have no content. Whack 100 pushes on the fact that he wants people to get in trouble because that's when he can just do his thing. So they say Whack is backing out now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Longway was like, fuck that, I ain't answering none of that shit. Huh?
And Lucy's not the only one.
Oh, yeah. Why did it go back to that? So they're saying Whack 100. We're going to do our giveaway here soon. They're saying Whack 100 is trying to distance himself from all this big U shit since all this has came down. This gets good. I'm going to use the restroom real quick. Get it going. Damn it.
Social media and on podcasts.
Who's doing that?
When does that happen?
Oh, yeah. Appreciate you, Phoenix. Mwah. We not going?
You and 600.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. Ever since Lucy Coochie got picked up by the feds, the energy's been different, especially from the people who were once closest to him. Most noticeably is his handler, CS2 Back, better known on the street as Porky. Now that Lucy's in custody, Porky's doing everything he can to distance himself. The same guy who was backing every story Lucy told, co-signing all the lies, is now calling him a liar, saying he never believed a word Lucy said. Porky was the one verifying those claims, and now he's acting like he was never involved. In this video, we'll expose how CS2 Back, being Loose Cannon's official handler, has been the Porky puppet master, pulling Lucy's strings from the very beginning. This is deeper than YouTube content. This is about handlers, the feds, and how the streets are waking up to who's really who. For anybody who still questions whether Porky the Porch Monkey puppet master is working for the feds or not, I want you to listen to what he said a while ago about Vlad TV.
Man, you better let you know that Vlad, look, I told y'all the other day, Vlad was working with the police the whole time. Vlad was working with the police the whole time. Yeah, you did say the whole time he was working.
What up, Hood Life?
Certain questions he was asking was direction from them. Certain questions he was asking was direction from them. The whole time he was paying us to come in there so he can do that. But they bit, they went for it. Now it will continue, even like
Telling you how they do it.
To go over there with that who don't look like us. To go over there with that who don't look like us. He just showed his head.
I know.
He cooperating with the law, motherfuckers. He cooperating with the law, motherfuckers. Right? And that's on y'all. That's what that is.
Are you
Did y'all
talking
catch
about?
that?
You know who
Because
the white
Porky-
boy. You know who the white boy from. You know who he is. Yeah, he's an asset too, isn't he? Man, you all better tell me if I ever start looking like a fucking asset. Moderators, get in the mod chat. Members, if you are a member and you are on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. Hit me up on Instagram. You'll be put into the members only chat on Instagram called the Riot Room. I'll throw you in there with all the other members and you could talk about whatever. We joke, we have fun, we tell everybody happy good morning. It's just a little community, man, we building. That's all. Jake the Snake. If I
He just said
ever
a lot
start
in that
looking
little
like,
rant he just went on.
if I ever start doing no bullshit like that, say, AD. Oh, we got a giveaway to do today, man.
He just said that DJ Vlad is working with the feds.
We do
And
got
that
a
they're
giveaway
feeding
to do,
Vlad
man.
specific.
We got a giveaway to do, bro. We're doing this members giveaway today for our members. We're going to spin this wheel. It's got all 41 of our members on there. If you are not a member yet, you still have time. Become a fucking member to the channel. We do monthly giveaways for our members. So there you have it. Become a member, y'all. CS2 Back.
To ask his guests. He also claimed Vlad is paying certain celebrities to come on his platform, just so he can ask them the questions that the feds want answers to. Then he called out Lil Boosie by name. Porky said if Boosie keeps doing interviews with a guy who doesn't look like us, then he's showing his hand. Basically saying that Boosie and anyone else doing Vlad interviews are cooperating.
Boosie just had it out with our whole city. Our city wasn't showing Boosie no love, yo. Our city was like, fuck you, Boosie. The real ones was like, Boosie, you don't even tap in with the real ones when you come to our city, motherfucker. You tap in with the fakes.
So now that we know how Porky really sees Vlad, and the people who look like us that sit down with him, let's take a listen to just one of the many statements he made on Vlad, who Porky again said was the feds.
After the murder, when Quando went back to Georgia, what did he immediately do?
Dropped his flag.
There it goes. What was he claiming?
Roll 60 script.
Where Bricc Baby from?
Roll 60 script.
What you think the police told Quando?
That Roll 60 set him up.
Who you think he checked in with?
Roll 60s.
With who?
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
That's
I'm not going to say it.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
I'm not going to say it.
No, listen.
You just heard Porky sit down with the feds and
Hold
attempt
on,
to
hold on,
implicate
hold on.
Big.
Didn't he just go on academics and talk shit about academics putting together the whole crime scene of Takeoff? Didn't he just do that? And then this motherfucker right here just put together the whole crime scene of Quando Rondo. Top of the morning to you, native. Salute, bro.
You and another murder. At this point, I really don't know what else needs to be said.
Okay, I already know the answer to this because I heard you say it on No Jumper, but I know a lot of people be asking, I can repeat what you're gonna say, but I'll ask it. Why did you get in bed or be cool with Luce and bring him on and start exposing them to No Jumper? I know the word is.
He had a TV show.
Your enemy is my friend, but go ahead.
He had a TV show coming out.
Okay.
Because you got to remember, I didn't really know a lot of shit of people Luce had dealt with, right? Because remember, you had an issue with him and I didn't know it. I guess he said.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Shit.
Yeah.
He said some crazy shit about you.
Yeah.
Right?
Reggie Wright. Listen. Let me hear one more thing you talking about me, you fat bitch. And I'm gonna expose your ass. You know the story, what you said, what I used to do when y'all was at death row? Yeah, I know. Don't make me expose you and make your fat ass get off that couch.
They just want to expose each other, bro.
I thought you was protecting
Exposing each other, bro.
Some people would tell me you sicked him on me, but I know better than that.
Reggie might be laughing, but deep down, he knows the truth. And the truth is that Porky is the one behind Luce's attack on him. Porky isn't just some background character. He's Lucy's handler.
Chuck, we all have a handler, bro.
Stop it.
You know I got a handler? I'm Luce's handler.
Hey, my handler tried to throw
I got a handler. My handler, yo, Chuck. We all got handlers.
Who's your handler?
We all have a handler, bro.
Who's your handler? Whack? We all have a handler. That's wild, bro. That's wild, bro. Good video. Good video, Scanless. What the fuck? He said, I got a handler. Who is it? Who's handling you, bro? And you better not say R&B, you bitch.
Stop it, Wack.
You do. I got a handler. I'm Luce's handler. I'm Luce's handler. I'm Luce's handler.
Hey, my handler tried to throw
I got a handler. My handler, yo, Chuck.
I didn't
6
know
months
that was
ago,
the handler.
6 months ago, my handler, you ain't noticed, I done bagged up off the app about 50%.
Yeah.
Because my handler said, Wack, contract's about to close, time to start shutting that down. My handler told me that.
Who your handler, R&B,
See,
bro?
a handler ain't gotta be.
Hey, that's the real Bimmy or that's somebody trolling?
What?
That's Bimmy. I already sent him an invite. Oh,
Listen.
Bimmy, yeah. Bimmy, I told Bimmy to pull up.
Listen, a handler don't gotta be like, you know.
Yo, Bimmy, you gotta
slave
accept the
master.
invite.
You know, like, man, if I wasn't in this crazy ear, this would have been on some other.
Man, I do be on the other. You just be stopping me. Man, I do be on the other. You just be stopping me. Man, I do be on the other. You just be stopping me.
Yeah, the handler's a motherfucker that you will listen to because you respect them and you know they got your best interest at heart. Lior has Kevin's best interest at heart, right? I got Lou's best interest at heart. I got Lou's best interest at heart. I got Lou's best interest at heart.
Whatever Porky says, Lucy follows.
That's what the fuck cops said, bro. He's saying everything a cop would say, bro. I got your best interest at heart. We got your best interest at heart. Yeah. You see, I got wrapped up in a weed case one time, right? And they tried to get me to roll. These are the tactics that they use. And as you can see, They didn't get me on that weed case because I fucking dropped and fell down to a misdemeanor dealing. Who's ever had a misdemeanor dealing? But yeah, it's on my packet. I ain't roll on nobody. You got me fucked up. People get killed for that shit.
If Porky tells him to stand
They've had
down,
meeting rooms though.
he does.
That's the words they use.
But that didn't
Got
happen this
best
time
interest at heart, yeah.
because Porky wanted it to happen.
You do this.
He gave the
do that.
green light.
Fuck
And
you.
Lucy's not the only one carrying out Porky's agenda.
These motherfuckers.
Porky is also SBGB TV's handler. And right now, like clockwork.
See, my shit was a weed dealing case. I knew I wasn't facing no serious fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Punk pussy time. They trying to get me to roll. These motherfuckers on here facing 20 and 30 and 50 and 100 and 600 and shit. These motherfuckers are going to roll like a motherfucker, bro. These motherfuckers, somebody is going to roll. I don't care what you say. Somebody is going to talk their ass off to try to get their ass out of jail because it's going to get old sitting their ass up in jail. Watch and mark my words. Somebody soon will be telling. Soon, bro. Because didn't Big U file fast and speedy? Something ain't right with Eddie boy. Man, there's so much to go over with this, bro. Like my brain is overwhelmed with information. It's overwhelmed with information, bro.
SBGB TV is out here pushing the same narrative about Reggie, the one Porky's been fueling all along.
Back in the day, Reggie got caught up fucking with a dude named Sid that was working for Suge as a personal assistant. Woo! Hold up. See, I knew Wack got some dirt on Reggie Wright. Reggie Wright like to fuck with those old boys. Hold up.
I wouldn't be. That don't blow me away. Does that blow anybody's mind that Reggie could be gay? Special Agent Smith. Does it blow my mind that Reggie would be gay? No. Not at all. And what the fuck does gay got to do with anything? Y'all gay bashing now? So if he's gay, he's wrong?
Hold up. Or was he in the streets fucking around? We need to know. Because if he was fucking with them boys, he looked like one of those motherfuckers, right?
The pattern's clear. The pork belly puppet master pulls the strings, and his puppet puppies dance.
So I didn't know nothing about that shit.
Yeah.
I called him. I said, yo, bro, what's this crazy shit you saying about Reg? He was talking about like one of the security guards.
Can't look at
See,
the
this is how you know when you thinking this crazy shit. Pez, somebody's uncle talking about they did some
Reggie wasn't gay.
Right?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this shit ain't.
Well, he said it was the Vivian or something, the accountant or bookkeeper or something. And we know we don't have no black folks that work for us. She don't trust black people with his money.
So I think January, he came to me.
They fed, bro.
And it was a manager dude he got. It's a white dude, bro. He just called me the other day.
They fed,
it's a white dude he got. Maceo or Marcio, some shit. But he the one originally called me. He like, yo, Loose Cannon got this show, and can you help me market it?
You thought you thought marketing it would be to tell a lie about the Nip's death. You thought that would be marketing to say that Big U killed Nip. You thought it would be marketing to say that there's a gay sex tape out on Nip. You think that's marketing? You think that's marketing? If y'all don't know my dude Zeke Black, man, shout out to Zeke Black, man. He got a restaurant open, bro. Go check him out. Marketing isn't fucking getting someone up there to tell lies. Marketing isn't getting someone up there to tell truths about robberies and fucking everything. Come on, bro.
A bunch of crazy shit about me. Lucy said a bunch of crazy shit about me.
Huh?
Lucy said a bunch of crazy shit about me. But I didn't pay no attention because I didn't really know him. But I didn't pay no attention because I didn't really know him. But I didn't pay no attention because I didn't really know him.
Didn't really know
By
him.
now, most of y'all should know. If Porky's lips are moving, there's a good chance he's lying. This is exactly what I meant when I said Porky's been doing everything he can to distance himself from the guy he handles. Now he's trying to claim that when Luce was dissing him, they didn't even know each other.
Yeah, no shit.
That's what he's sitting here saying with a
That
straight
show
face.
is boo-boo.
Like,
boo-boo, what happened to the tape? Oh, they sent a fake and cease and desist.
We're all just supposed to forget the past.
About that tape.
Porky already admitted that back when Luce was going at him, it was all part of the plan. That Luce was being instructed to diss him, to make it look like they were enemies. So let's roll the clip.
Yup.
Let's hear Porky, in his own words, admit that he was pulling the strings the entire time.
You know why he know the footage exists? You know why Luce Cannon know that the footage I speak of is real? That's the baby mama? That's his fucking cousin. Oh shit, bro. I'm done. I'm gone. All right, y'all. You didn't catch when I said you stupid. Luce been with me the whole time, you dumb, stupid ass. Niggas over there shaking like Dianots right now. God. Luce has been with him the whole time. He made a diss song about Wax. He made a diss song. That was the play to do that. Come on. I got about 50 niggas on the street right now. A motherfucking loyal member underneath him. That's how you do it. You always keep one right there. Like, go at me all the time. Luce been wanting to come out. I just didn't let him out yet. Luce been wanting to come out. I just didn't let him out yet. I just didn't let him out yet. I just didn't let him out yet.
So Porky just said out of his own mouth that Luce has been with him the entire time. You heard his pet pedophile, Bacon Grease Beast, cheerleading and praising Porky for having Luce with him.
The only white boy you know who did it.
Aggressive Defiance TV. Aggressive as fuck.
The whole time. Porky then went on to say that Luce has been wanting to come out, but
yeah, I like
himself
Alex. I like
wouldn't let
Alex,
Luce
man.
come out
He's
yet.
another one of the ones that like the
So
truth
like I was
podcast.
saying before,
I don't
Luce does
really
whatever
get into the lying podcast shit. I don't get into the narrative podcast shit. I like to talk about the fucking truth, bro. For real, for real. I don't want to come up here and talk to y'all about lies. Then you got a disingenuous podcast.
Porky tells him to do, and you guys just heard it with your own ears.
You get what I'm saying? If you don't look on the thing, he said all kind of crazy shit about me, but I'm like, and rode out. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think you're riding out for your homie.
Luce Cannon?
You guys
That's nephew.
You guys are doing a little bit of shady business together.
Not shady.
That's
Might be,
nephew.
you know, me and Luce Cannon been comrades for quite some time. We fooled the streets.
What about those
Did you hear the Luce
lashes?
Cannon diss song on me?
Yeah, and I feel like you're lying when you say that it was all premeditated and planned out.
It was. He told me that's what he wanted to do. I told him to do it. So I'm like, I looked at it, and he
Thank you,
warned me
Mr.
to
Ray.
whacking some shit on the internet, but he's really trying to market his show. It's a bag for you. I said, what do he want? He wants you to get him to the platforms. So I brought him to No Jumper. If you notice, him and his wife is there. It's called Bad and the Beast. It's the name of the show. It's out Urban Flicks, right? So I had February, March, April. February to May was the run. So, you know, they paid me what they paid me. I took him there, and then I seen the academics. I had to trick academics. I told academics I was coming.
You act like you was going. Yeah, I heard you. You told me, yeah.
Yeah, right.
I know once he was there in front of him, he was gonna run the show.
He gonna go ahead and do it. Yeah.
This is when he said the Carl Winslow shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So in my head, I'm like, listen, I'm here to do a job. Whatever nigga want to say, he can say. You get what I'm saying? Period. I just told him. I think the only stipulation I put on him was you.
So again, Porky is the one handling Lucy. He
So
just
don't
said
say
that he
nothing
hooked him
about
up
whack,
with No
huh,
Jumper
y'all?
and DJ
Don't say
Academics.
nothing about whack,
He
guys.
also just said that he was able to put stipulations on Lucy also, proving that Lucy
Only
does what Porky
stipulation
allows him
I
to
put
do.
on him.
And if Porky doesn't want him to do something, he'll put stipulations on him.
Yeah.
You was the only one because I said, Reg, I don't know nothing about it. I'm getting paid to promote this show. But
you know what I called and asked you. And I
It
got
does,
mad at
don't
you
it?
because I said you was protecting me.
Part
But I wanted to
22.
know.
I said, Reg, I'm not protecting nobody.
Bad boys,
Yeah.
bad boys,
nothing
part
about it.
22.
This is what I'm doing.
Part 22
Yeah.
is coming for you.
He won't do that to you again, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
that shit was said, I guess, prior to, right?
Yeah.
And again, Reg,
Well, he was mad because he felt like I called him
Shout out to the people in the
for
building.
saying that was a lie or a play about what y'all, what he said he had.
What up, chat?
And I was just
What
saying,
up?
and all I said, if it don't come out by that date, then he lied.
That's exactly what happened.
Waiting to see
Stop
how
eating
they
the
gonna
mic.
cover
I
up
might. I
February
could.
the 14th.
Or I
if
can
the-
turn it all the way up like this.
And if it does
It
come
depends
out,
on whatever I want to do because it's my mic.
whoa. A lot of people credibility is on the line with this.
And Reggie made it clear. He said if Luce didn't drop that video on February 14th, the one where Big U supposedly FaceTimed him and said Nipsey Hussle had been killed 30 minutes before it actually happened, then both Lucy and Porky were lying to everybody. Now,
Sorry, man. I'll try to fix that. Okay. I'm sorry. Thanks for telling me my levels are down, man.
fast forward to today, and suddenly Porky's saying Luce was lying the whole time. But let's not forget, back then, Porky was standing right next to him, defending everything he said. He was even acting like he was ready to bet money on Luce's claims.
Okay, but you realize that some very, very serious allegations were made during that interview.
So what?
And a lot of them don't really seem to stand up.
Luke, how you know? You a white boy.
I've seen a lot of evidence to the contrary.
You seen what? What you see?
I
tell you what, Adam, you're a wealthy man. I'll front the 100. You put up 100,000. I have Luce pull up. If he ain't got what he say he got, I'll pay you 100. If he do, you give me 100.
I'm not really trying to be the guy who decides exactly what happened or didn't happen.
Stop trying to discredit.
See, it never came out, did it? Because there was a little bit of a play involved where there was a fake cease and desist brung in where there couldn't be something brung out. See, the feds could have went and got that fake cease and desist in order for Big U. It didn't need to be subpoenaed by the feds to hurt Big U. Because see, if that's a fake cease and desist about somebody being hurt or about something like this, that means you're going to get wrapped up in making false allegations and shit. I never thought of it that way. Because see, they didn't let this tape come out or whatever because there was a cease and desist that said, no, it can't come out. Remember? Y'all remember? So if maybe it wasn't the feds that came and got the cease and desist. It could have been someone else that come and got that cease and desist. And it makes y'all look like a bunch of fucking liars and a bunch of fucking idiots. Yeah, Big U had zero to do with that cease and desist. So that makes it look even worse. That makes y'all look like a bunch of liars up here, bro. Because if he come and says, hey, for my well-being, I want that cease and desist put in court because I didn't file that cease and desist. And that shows that somebody's out here running some kind of play. Yeah, that looks good for him. That looks
That
good.
is something that you can't. But what we can do, hold on, Adam. I'll front the 100 for loose. If he ain't got it, I'll lose that. If he got what he say he got, you pay. We got a bet.
So at
See,
this
that
point,
deal-
it's clear. By Porky's own admission, he's been Lucy's handler, and they've been working together for a long time. But now that Lucy's behind bars, Pork Belly's out here acting like he barely knows the guy, trying to play innocent, like he wasn't right there in the mix the whole time.
Yeah.
The switch-up is nasty work, but the receipts don't lie.
Well, Wack, let me ask you this,
I'm not
because
sure
I've been
because
knowing you as this legendary kind of behind-the-scenes figure
I'm not
throughout hip-hop
sure
for
if it's
decades.
cease and
I'll keep it real,
desist.
I hadn't really heard much about Loose Cannon until he started hanging around with you.
That's a fact. That's just what's real.
But I knew very little about him until I've read this whole this criminal.
I'm not quite sure if cease and desist are public. Thank you, JM. I'm not quite sure, man. I think that would be civil. So maybe. I'm not quite sure.
Complaint, and I've become to know how close he was to Big U, knowing your relationship with Big U. Now I'm looking back thinking, how had you and him got so close considering that history?
They didn't become cool until Luce was no longer cool with. But he was.
How are you
he was
trusting a
super
guy
cool
that
with
was
Big
so
U
cool with
up
Big
until
U?
like what, 2 years ago?
Nah, 2021, early 2021.
Okay.
So CS2 Back and Arian Adam are trying to push
Arian
the narrative
Adam, I
that
love
Porky
it.
didn't start
I
messing
love
with
it.
Luce until
Arian
2021. Even though Porky already told Adam the Arian that him and
Adam
Lucy
the
were
Aryan.
together way back when Lucy did the diss song.
That's
For
fire.
some reason, Porky is now hell-bent on making the people believe that he didn't start messing with Luce until 2021.
So at the end of the day, it's like, I realized, like, damn, it's 2023 and you got a BlackBerry. Like they didn't.
How long have I been asking you about that BlackBerry?
Since 2015. Since 2015. Since 2015.
So now Porky's saying he met Lucy in 2021. But that doesn't line up with what he said before. In that No Jumper interview with Lucy just last year,
Thank you.
they both admitted they'd knew each other back in 2015, clearly showing they'd been locked in long before 2021. The timeline's off, and Porky knows it. This just proves how long he and Lucy have really been working together.
When I do what I'm supposed to do, everybody witnessed it. Y'all witnessed
You
outside of
gotta
No Jumper.
back away
I do
out
what
of
I'm
this.
supposed to do?
You didn't do anything.
No, bullshit. Oh, bullshit. I stopped some shit.
Whack, when
Did I
you
not?
lined up, when you
What?
lined up,
Did I not?
when you
I
lined up,
didn't?
you stopped it?
You telling me I didn't
You
stop nothing?
lined him
I mean-
up. How you gonna stop it, bud? And you lined him up. Why isn't Wack in any trouble over this? Are we forgetting about the No Jumper beatdown and robbery that was done outside the fucking building? Like, you stopped it, but you called the dude up there? Yeah, you stopped it.
Unless there was a threat that we didn't see off camera.
Are you telling me out there with this weenie, the PDF file, Jay Reed, y'all telling me I didn't stop nothing?
you could get sued.
No, you're a motherfucking lie. I didn't stop nothing.
You hear Porky yelling, trying to plead his case, saying he stopped Lucy from killing Jay Reed that day at No Jumper. When you run the footage back, the truth comes out. Lucy pulls the gun off his hip, and at the same time, you hear the Porky puppet master himself shouting at Lucy, telling him not to do it. Porky didn't break up anything. He didn't intervene physically.
Nothing.
But he did tell Lucy to stand down.
Nothing.
And Lucy listened, because Porky is his handler and puppet master. Porky wasn't lying when he said that he told Lucy to stop. But what Porky is conveniently leaving out is he's also the one who told his minion to do it. Showing you again that Lucy does whatever Porky tells him to do, because Porky is his handler.
They got caught, doing it. They try to come up to Wack on some goofy stuff. Wack said, nephew, let's make an example. And that's what we did. Wack said, nephew, let's make an example. And that's what we did.
Damn.
Wack said, nephew, let's make an example.
I've watched it once or twice.
Next time
What'd
I
you
won't
stop?
It's
What'd you stop?
it's not good. It's not
Would
good
I
to watch.
Kill him?
Would I stop?
Oh, Wack saved your life. What happened
Nigga,
there?
would I stop? Are y'all got amnesia?
Oh,
Don't do that. Don't do that. Because it could have been a whole other scene out there.
Adam don't play dumb.
Are you for real?
I ain't gonna lie, sometimes Adam plays dumb. Hold on, I know, hold on.
Did you watch the video?
I see it.
So you're saying they would have killed him if you weren't there?
You listen, bro. You
They
heard
would have
it.
gave him a leg up, at least.
You heard it.
Let's give him a leg up.
That's what you.
Are you
that's
for
what you-
real? All right, I got you.
Maybe
So
I
Wack
gotta rewatch
stopped
it.
the situation.
What? If I went without my voice,
Wack stopped
that
it.
shit was finna go somewhere.
That's all, folks.
Holy shit. Oh man, I love this. I love this. I love this, man. Yeah, that fight video it was bad, man. It's bad, bro. And to know that you called him up there to make that happen. Damn, bro. Good video, man. Good fucking video. Good damn video, man. You know what I say we do? I say we do this giveaway. Hold on a minute here. Let me see. Let me pick somebody up out of this. Let me pick somebody up out of this motherfucker right here, man. We're gonna run this giveaway. We're gonna do a $50 cash giveaway to one of our members. We have 41 members currently. I can show you that. And trolls can't win. Trolls cannot win. So if I know you're a known troll and you accidentally got given, it was a great pick. If you accidentally got given a membership and you're a troll, and I know that you're a known troll, you will be skipped over and we will re-roll the motherfucking content. We will re-roll the giveaway and give it to someone else. We gotta show you guys something here. All right, here. We got 41 members total. God damn it. Got my Zoom all the way in and shit. I want to pick somebody. Hold on. Let me look through here. Primo, you in here? Give me a number between 10 and 60. 10 and 60, man. Your number, baby. Give me your number, 10 to 60. $58, he said. That's how long we will run the wheel. 58 seconds for the spin time. Oh, okay. 58 seconds for the spin time. Good luck to everybody. Wack is a hood industry plant. Look at everything he touched and how it ends up. turns into shit, don't it? Let's spin this wheel for 58 seconds and find out who wins that $50 today.
Haters will hate always. That's what they do. They hate.
It's slowing down. It's slowing down. It's slowing down. Going slower. Getting slower. Oh. Oh. There we have it. There we have it. The motherfucking winner is voluptuously Lurch. I'm going to copy this. You will have 5 days to hit me up and to win, to see if you win. Well, you did win, but you will have 5 days to hit me up. I'll make a post. All right, man. Congratulations, man. Congratulations, y'all. Congratulations. Y'all want to keep the show going? Damn it. What the fuck? Y'all want to keep the party going? Or you want to shut it down for a moment? This pig pussy tastes like pork? I think so. I think so. No, I'm just asking you because keep going. All right. I'm asking you because I got time today. Only thing I got to do is sweep my living room. I'm good. I made a fucking mess last night. Oh, play Frost Last Live. Somebody did tell me to do that. I will. We will have a little bit of fun, y'all. I don't know if everybody knows Frost from this community, but we are going to go in here and examine Mr. Jack Frost, how he snaps out. I got a little bit of information, James, that I don't know if you heard. That young lady could possibly be 17 or 19, man. That young lady could be 17 to 19, man. Oh, this one right here. Hold on, y'all. I think I got it. I got it. I don't know what in the hell he has anything to offer. Quick cliff notes about Jack. Jack is a New York City YouTuber. He has 100,000 subscribers and can only keep 6 people in his chat now. He came up during the 6ix9ine trial because he was in New York and could cover the trial he covered it quite good, I would say. Yeah. He did a good job covering the 6ix9ine trial, but he started to add his own sauce to it, started calling Shoddy a snitch, started calling other people snitches and shit. But this gets funny because people have trolled him like off the internet, bro. Like have just blazed him off the internet.
Somebody said this.
And as you can see, if it's content or nothing, Brady, we're gonna watch this.
I'm gonna let y'all see the conversation. So this is just to show you people are weirdos, man. So somebody came in here and said, "We watching you." Okay, that's when I told him, and I was like, "Yo, do what you gonna do. What the fuck you mean you watching me? Do what you gonna do." And then I kicked that person, so they came back on this account and they said, "Pay up, OG. Don't let your pride get you caught up out here. Streets love no
Damn.
one." And that's when I told him, "All right." So this person right here that's attached to this IP address right here, whenever they kill me, make sure that you send the police to this live.
Everybody will kill you, bro.
This IP address is going to be easy to track. So is that one. So is every IP address here. So even if they have a what do you call that? The damn
oh shit! Shout out to my dude. Shout out to AP, man, with the motherfucking $10 drop. AP, shout out to you, baby. He said for Jack robbing the cradle. He is, bro. Jack is robbing the cradle. Shout out to you, AP. Shout out to you.
Right now, 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 right now.
Yeah, it's a long story, Yada. We covered Jack for about 2 years on this channel. That's what I did on my main aggressive. If you go to Aggressive Defiance TV, that's my first channel I started. It's got like 2,000 subs or some shit, almost 3. I did a lot of covering Jack Frost, and he crashed out, bro. He got beat up on live stream. He fucking almost got beat up by a couple other people. He kept flipping out on people in the public. He's real paranoid. He's fucking out there, bro. And this is like the downest he's ever been, dude. Like he's at the bottom now, bro. And he's just letting trolls do it. Instead of just like blocking them or moving on or like just not even letting them get in his head, he lets him get in his head, bro. He really does. Yeah, I've got some messages on IG, and I don't know who they come from, so I don't know how like good the information is, but they gave me screenshots. They gave me all this. And they even said it. I know you've passed on from Sean, but it's good to have in your back pocket. It says, AD, this proof that the Maya, the daughter of Miss Priscilla from the Coney Island Sharks, is either 17 or 19 years old. And he's got screenshots, my friends. There are screenshots of these people like being in like certain classes, certain age groups. Like, this isn't good, my friends. This isn't good, man.
You understand?
19 is legal, but that's still young for a 48-year-old man.
None of that matters. They're going to be able to find out. Anyway, in any regard. So then this person came in here to act. It's the same person. You know what's up. Yeah, whatever. What up? Y'all gonna come kill me, right? Pull up. I don't want to go back and forth with you guys. I think you guys are weirdos. So y'all saying y'all gonna come kill me, and I'm saying I'm not doing whatever it is that you want me to do. I'm not doing it. So come kill me. How about that? So then this person says, how old? No idea why they asked that question. But as you can tell, these people are weirdos. Why? How do you even just ask that question? Why? Because it's that girl, and she just is. I don't know if it's a girl, it might be somebody else, but
what
these
girl?
people, this girl is. They're just. I don't understand. I can't.
Well, I heard you crashing on my
pretending
daughter.
to be Priscilla, they said, "Wow, I heard you were crushing on my daughter." Whatever. Right? And so Miss Priscilla, I see her every day, but instead of talking to me to my face, she comes to my live stream, something she's never done a day in her life, and I already know that she would never do because she would never comment on social media. And she also has, this thing right here for the phone. Contact me.
Yeah, Chris Hansen, buddy.
So she did none of those things. She, this extremely private person that don't want anybody in their business, decided that they were gonna
crashing, bro, on a teenage girl, bro.
Whatever. Anyway, so somebody came in. I do not know who this person is. Obviously, because they just got a name. They said Maya is 25 years old, weirdo, and her last name is different than her mom's. So I'm assuming they talking about whoever this is that posted this. And the point being, it doesn't matter how many years older than I am of a person if they're of age to be in a relationship. So I was online the other day and I saw this dude. I think it said he was like 40 and his girlfriend was like 19 and they had like a 1-year-old baby. And I'm busy looking at them and I'm like, you know why they're happy? Because two things happen. The first thing is this: us as men, we become better husbands and better fathers the older we get. Older women know this.
What?
Older women know this. Younger women don't necessarily know this. The older a man
shaking
gets,
my head, bro. She of age. 19 is like,
he generally becomes.
Bro, you're 48.
And not only do we become better at these things, but he wants these things more. He wants less of, whatever other BS could be going on.
Hold on, what kind of BS you think you're gonna get from a 19-year-old? What the fuck? You think you're gonna get BS from a no BS from a 19-year-old that you get from a 48-year-old, huh?
So
yeah, keep going, Jack.
Older women know this. So the reason why that relationship worked is because this guy is old enough to know what he wants. And he not only is old enough
a 19-year-old. Yeah, he's old enough to know that he wants a 19-year-old piece of ass. Says every sexual predator.
Knows how to treat the woman that he's with in order to get the most out of her and make her happy. Remember, us as men, we have to be able to make the woman we're with happy. That's like one of their number one things. Us as men, we don't really care.
Is this the same girl that he was caught trying to hit on as a little kid? No way, D-Trail. No way, bro. I know, Spidey. Yeah, it got brung up to crash out on.
Care about being happy as much. We literally have other priorities, and it is what it is. We really do. In any regard. So
listen to the sounds in the background.
Dude was like 40. Homegirl was like 19. They had a 1-year-old baby, and they looked happy as hell. And all I could think is this:
holy moly!
She didn't want a street life, and he wanted a wife. And that's why that worked.
Hold on, we got a comment from the Bricc Baby shit. Bricc Baby a meth addict. Adam don't owe him no money because he going through withdrawal. I could talk about that in two separate ways. He might still owe him money even though he's a meth addict. Lush is a fucking meth addict. And he's paying Lush. I mean, him being a drug addict is one thing. But Adam owing money, which, I mean, if Adam wants to bring up that Bricc already owes Adam money, then it kind of does cancel things out because Bricc owes Adam money. He's watching some fucking video game, but
I would never, and this is not because there's anything wrong with the situation or anything like that.
I wish I would know the contract a little bit.
But I would never.
TVB Network. I wish I would know the contract between him and.
I would never date a chick that I met at a bar, or I wouldn't even meet a chick at a bar. I would never do.
Why not?
When I was younger,
you don't like chicks go to bars?
Just never do that. I'll explain in a second. So I would never meet a chick that if you are a party girl, you're not for me. I'm not speaking negatively. What I'm saying is that if you are a party person and you want to go out, then that's selfish of me to try to date.
Stop the music, bro. What are you watching? You're in the dark. Jack, you looking crackish as fuck, bro.
Because I'm going to come into your life and then now I'm going to try to tell you to change everything that makes you you. That's not fair.
So you're going to go into a 19-year-old's life and try to change her everything that makes her into everything that you want her to be. That's called grooming, sir. That's called grooming, sir.
It's one thing for me to come into your life and be like, you know,
that's grooming,
this small
sir.
Little thing, could we work on it? And then you come back at me and say, this small little thing, could we work on it? If you working on something, I'm working on something. This is keep it a stack. All right? I think we both should be working on something. I don't think it should be
this
a situation
is crazy,
where it's like,
bro.
You're not working on nothing. I'm not working
She's
on nothing.
17 or 19.
We both should be working on something. That should just
and that could be the same girl he was lurking 3 years ago when we were going at him about
why
lurking
can't
at young
we
girls.
Figure out fun ways to grow closer? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, dude,
what
are we
listening
in his
to?
Life where he understood what being a husband and a father was, and God blessed him by giving him the opportunity to become a father. Pardon me, to become a husband to a woman that ain't been all around the block. So, when I was a kid,
you need to shut off that
one of the number one
background,
reasons
bro.
why you don't date a girl in the neighborhood because you know who else fucked up.
Every woman's been fucked. What are you talking about? Every woman in the world that's our age, Jack, has been fucked. Get real. Because guess what? We all like to come. Everybody in the world likes to get that nut off. There's no better sensation. But like, you're talking about a 19-year-old.
I mean, you know somebody hit it. But what if not just somebody hit it? Not just two people hit it. What if this is shorty that 8, 9, 10 niggas done ran trains on her and everything else? Because a lot of these broads out there is like this now. That's why.
You think a bitch that ain't fucked 40 people's pussy's different than one that's only fucked 4? Jack, get fucking real. She's a cheerleader.
Not for nothing. If y'all not hip to the game. A lot of these chicks that went gay at one point, they was just jump offs. Not all of them, but a lot of them. They was just jump offs.
Look, yeah, bro. Adam22, man. This
y'all
shit
wasn't
here,
allowed in the 90s.
this shit here is crazy, bro.
Not for nothing. They actually know me. You wish you knew me.
What?
Why is these lights blue? This is the shit I don't get.
You
Why
have
is
them
it
that
TV?
way.
Let me change the screen. No.
You have them that way.
Yes, it was coming on that TV. I'm like, what the hell is it? That made no sense. Somebody sent me an invite. I wasn't gonna go play with them because I don't trust niggas. I don't know what they got. Not that many. Oh, I did. I just ran with them a minute ago. Let me see what. So no, yeah, you can go.
What is he doing, bro?
All female crew went into space for the first time. What are your thoughts?
The right heroes could make all the difference.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm not the
I
type
don't
who
think
fades
I should
quietly
care
into the
about
background.
Like, I don't care when it be.
I
all
can't
black
take the
people in.
background noise, bro. Yeah, I can't take the background noise, bro.
And my weapon don't have.
Yeah, he's back on the bullshit. Let me get back to this, man. Adam's gonna explain why he hasn't given Bricc any money. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Who the fuck is this
Put out a
dude?
video about the Bricc baby situation. There was some stuff that he said on stream, or not on stream, but on a jail call to
Look
his
at Lush.
girl.
I want you to watch
while I
Lush.
was away.
Watch Lush.
I addressed it in the video.
Sorry, y'all. I
And
gotta
guess,
get back to the content, man. Jack,
I'm bringing it to the table right now so we can
Jack-
kind of have a conversation about it. What was you guys' thoughts on this piece that I put out?
Well, my first thought was that I understood what you were saying when your confusion was like, damn, when I talk to you on the phone, where's
hold
this
on.
energy?
Right.
And then the next day you have to hear about it through.
What about the last podcast? Are you ignoring Brick's calls, Adam? Are you ignoring Brick's calls, Adam? Lush, you's a glazer, bro. And I kind of like you, bro. Jack tells about the young girl. Oh, God, bro. I'll get into it probably on another stream. I'm trying to get away from that shit, though. And he tells how the neighborhood to kill him. Oh, my God, dude. Jack's channel's over with. It's over. It's done. When you got 100,000 subs and you can't even get a person to watch you when you're being a lol cow, that's fucking horrible, bro. That's fucking horrible. Look at Lush. Just glazing at him. What about the free Bricc baby? Free the brick, not the trick.
Third parties and publicly. I can understand your frustration there. And I think Bricc is probably just feeling kind of desperate. You know what I mean? Like his back's against the wall. The amount of money it costs to fight cases of this magnitude are fucking crazy.
You should go get fucking Bosco too.
And he's got what, 5 kids? More? Four kids. He take care of more than that, though. He has like a lot of people he take care of. So, the financial thing is probably really stressful. I feel bad that I can't do more for him. I already have I put about $100 a month to the side for my partners in jail, for Lil C, for Norm, for Ronnie. It's not that much, you feel me? But it's what I can afford. So on my next paycheck, I'm gonna shoot Bricc another note. That's what I can do. I wish I could have more money for him.
For sure. And definitely, I think Friday we're going to do a music stream / whatever stream, just talking and stuff. And we're going to basically give that money to Bricc. And we're also plotting on some t-shirts, some free Bricc baby t-shirts, so that we can raise some more money for him in that regard. I guess basically, I was trying to prompt a conversation with that video about the fact that, I feel like I'm in kind of a weird spot because of the fact that, he got locked up. There was already a sizable debt. I had let him borrow a pretty significant amount of money from my perspective. And it's like,
from my perspective, I let him borrow from my perspective. Man, when you make deals, you shake hands, that's a deal. You borrowing money is different, bro. Like, I hate doing it. I hate lending people money, but I will to some people. You see what I'm saying? Because some people pay it back. But then there's a lot that won't. And then there's a lot that won't because they think that you owe them. Well, you already owe me for this. You already owe me for that. No, it's not that. You asked to borrow it, bitch. You know what I mean?
I know that he looks at me as somebody who's got his life together and have done fairly well for myself over the years. But the truth is that No Jumper in kind of a tricky spot. Obviously, we did the whole going broke narrative, had that whole conversation a couple of weeks ago and everything. But, it's a weird spot to be in because I wish that I could fully support him and that I could kind of make these problems go away. I wish I could just cop the boy a lawyer. That would be amazing.
Yes.
But realistically, there's only so much that I could do. And it's like we went weeks where he didn't ask me for anything. So this is kind of like all just sort of like come about over the course of like the last week. I felt like he wasn't asking me because I had just let him borrow more money like right before he got locked up. So I know he probably like didn't really want to ask me for it, but it's like from my perspective, there's got to be a limit on how much I'm really expected to do for somebody who does podcasts on the channel, in particular because of the fact that.
But you said you guys were homies, though. You said you were homies. That's what I'm not getting. It's different when he's just someone that does podcasting on the channel now. But you said you were homies. You said that you and Bricc had a special, different relationship, man. That's what I'm not getting. I think Adam's friends to no one. I think Adam is friends to no one, and people need to realize that. For real, for real.
I don't think I mentioned this in the video, but it's like Brick's case doesn't have anything to do with me. You know, it's like, it's not, he didn't catch the case because of anything he did on camera. Even the stuff that did happen on camera that makes his case a little bit worse, like the fact that they pointed out that he had a gun in his waistline on his last time on the podcast right before they arrested him. Like, I didn't know that. I never had a conversation with him about if he was bringing a strap to work or anything like that. But it's not like he got locked up defending me or defending the business or something. Maybe that situation would be a little bit different. You know, this was purely stuff that realistically, like almost everything that he's in trouble for is stuff that happened even before he started working at No Jumper.
Do you think that if he didn't have the $8,000 or so debt to you previous to this incarceration,
the problem is you shouldn't air out that you're friends, though. You see what I'm saying, D-Trail? You shouldn't come on camera and say, well, I was looking at Bricc like we were friends, or I was looking at this like we were, or I was looking at this like this. Like, come on, bro. And then now you're trying to back out of it and just say, oh, he's just somebody that did podcasts. Because you know he's going to be gone for a long, long time. If Bricc don't tell, Brick's going away for a while.
I did. I put it in the video.
Okay. He said that he had.
I think me and Stoney is getting up to speed.
Okay, so in the original, when Bricc got locked up, I guess it was around the time he was first coming over here.
That's what within like the first month or two that he was doing podcasts on the channel that he basically got the feds running up in his crib.
Yeah, so he got busted then, and Adam shot him 5 bands, and then I guess recently you shot him another few bands. So
Shut up, Lush. Quit glazing, bro. You should be hollering free Bricc. You should be hollering getting him an attorney, bro.
You didn't already have that balance. Would you think it would be a different situation?
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. I would probably be like more forthcoming in terms of trying to make shit easier on him and everything like that. It's just like when somebody already has a pretty sizable debt to me, it's like I'm just not the kind of person who's just gonna act like $5,000 is not a lot. $5,000 to me is still a shitload, regardless of whatever I got going on. You know,
especially it's got to be kind of weird when you have this.
We're gonna do a show on it. We'll do a show on it for sure.
Relationship is in order to have chemistry on a podcast, there has to be a level of friendship. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you have this employer-employee relationship. So it's like,
and forever, it's always unbelievably tricky when you have somebody who's working for you and then you start to become friends because there's like a certain way that you would like to be able to act for your friends. And then there's a certain way that you consider it appropriate to act with somebody who works for me.
Be the friend, bro. The friend should out-trump the fucking employee every time. Am I right or wrong? If you have an employee that's your friend, him being your friend should out-trump him being your employee every time, bro. Unless he's ruining your business, that's a different story. But he's not doing nothing to ruin anything. He should still be your friend. But you're kind of giving up on him because he's locked up. Be fucking honest, Adam. You're throwing him away, bro. And it ain't even been gone 2 months yet. What the fuck?
You know, and so that's kind of like a tricky balance. And I see a lot of people in the comments who clearly don't understand that is kind of a precarious balance, because, like, you know, people will be looking at it, be like, oh, Adam, to Adam, everything is just business. And it's like, well, this is someone who works for the brand. So it's like, yeah, it is kind of business. And at a certain point, it's like, I have to move accordingly, right?
I mean, I'll say this. I've been in so many dire financial situations since I started working here. And I've never once asked No Jumper, you, or anybody affiliated with No Jumper for money in any capacity. Just because, like, I feel like it will fuck up potentially the dynamics and the relationships over here if I did that. You know what I mean?
And especially when there's never even a discussion or any kind of like consideration about paying it back, which is obviously the case in this situation. Like, I don't mean to like rub it in or act like it's
so they know, like, oh, I got you on the first time shit.
Nah. And to be fair, I never brought it up, and if I had, then, you know, maybe he would have like tried to.
But when you owe somebody money, they ain't supposed to come looking for it. You're supposed to pay it back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
That's very true.
Have you ever been broke and had a rich friend?
Never pretty much no to both of those. I never really had a rich friend, like, prior to all the No Jumper stuff. I never really had a friend who had more money than me that I was like real friends with, you know? Like, I always kind of was like the guy who had like a little bit of money, and then all my friends were broke.
I've been broke with rich friends.
Just to be totally real. Like, even the BMX days, I kind of always had more money than like pretty much everybody that I was hanging out
You were
with.
running the fucking goddamn websites and shit, dumbass.
Even though at that time, like, me having money was like, oh, I had like 10 grand in the bank. You know, it wasn't like I was like killing it or anything.
I think Bricc kind of looking like I'm good as long as I got my boy, my friend that's up. So I'm gonna be forever shape. Yeah. That's probably his mindset, but he shouldn't be thinking like that. And then if you do, you should keep your credit clean, like, man, pay it back. You know what I'm saying? So then you can always
go back and
you can always double back because they know you good for it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but the other thing is, like, the reason why I never said like, yo, can you pay me back on this type of schedule or whatever, is because my assumption about how he would go get some money is not really like something that I wanted to like encourage him to do.
Might be
this is a guy who.
See, you're giving every reason why you shouldn't be bitching about the money he already owes you then. Well, I didn't want to ask it for him back because I was afraid he was going to go out and get it in the wrong way. So why are you bitching about the fucking money, bro? Yeah, and Bricc, you're right. You're right, Primo. Bricc would have crashed the fuck out for Adam22, bro. And you should fucking honor that shit, dude. Honor it. Be his friend first, man. You're not friends if you don't.
Has been, you know, in the streets for a percentage of his life, pretty much the whole life until recently, I guess. And, you know, I didn't want to like be like, yo, like, you got to go do this so that you could help me out. I just figured he would pay it back if he got the chance or whatever. So, like, I don't know. I made that video today just to try to like explain that shit to the world. And then in particular,
so you pay me back.
It just really kind of rubbed me the wrong way, seeing him say things on a jail call that was so different than the tone that we were dealing with on camera or on the phone when it was just me and him. And then in addition, for Sharp to be making videos and making it like he's got inside information from talking to Bricc, that really pissed me off. Because especially like if me and you are homies, why is someone like Sharp, who is a bottom dwelling piece of dog shit, why is he coming out with exclusive information that, you know, yeah, part of me thinks like maybe Sharp was just saying that, but then part of me also is like Sharp swearing up and down in the video that he's like, I don't think, I know. You know, when he's making it 100% clear that he knows for a fact that this is how the situation is between me and Bricc, I got to take that a certain way. And if this is really your boy and he's saying that and it's not coming from you, then you should probably have something to say about that.
I think a lot of people's like rebuttal or question that they would have for you in this moment isn't No Jumper kind of like capitalizing, or people think that No Jumper's making a lot of money off of Bricc still.
Yeah, Doc is paid.
So he deserves compensation from his name being just so prominently featured.
If Brick's been working there for 2 fucking years, right? And 6 months goes by and you haven't offered to pay me any of my money back, I'm going to come to you and say, hey, bro, I need my money back. I'm going to dock your pay. I'm going to get it back by getting this much amount of your check each week or each month, however you pay Bricc. What's wrong with that? Why wait until he can't really have a voice and you say, well, he already owes me this, he already owes me that. I would have never aired out that you owed me money, even if we had beef, bro. Because I'm solid. That shit ain't got nothing to do with it. Well, if we have beef, I might air you out. But to be like all messy and womanly and shit, and I don't say that to be like because women are messy or anything. It's just a figure of speech because I love my ladies. But like this is it's too much, man.
One thing number one, we're going to talk about what's in the news, no matter what. That's just what this business is. So it's like, if Brick's in the news, we're going to.
What is he here for? Who is this on the right with Lush? What is he here for? Hasn't said a word. Great podcasting,
talking
bud.
about Bricc. If it wasn't Bricc, if T-Rail got a fucking murder case tomorrow, then yeah, we're gonna make money off talking about T-Rail, But
or you're even for that,
or you're fingers crossed somebody wipes him off the face of the earth. But that being said, I actually feel like probably the Bricc experiment was not really. I feel like we're probably in the red
out with that dude, bro. He was jujitsu and all that shit
up until this time period. So, like, if anything, us having so many conversations about this on camera was probably like the thing that maybe like bumped it over into the black. But then also like understand that there's a lot of stank on the brand right now, and as illogical as it is from my perspective, there's a lot of people that are not really excited to be on the No Jumper platform because they are kind of looking at it like a Fed adjacent podcast at this point. I've heard this from quite a few people that have been trying to like get us interviews and stuff like that. And from my perspective, this really doesn't make any sense at all because nothing that happened on this podcast has anything to do with why these people are locked up. Now, the fact that they didn't get bail definitely is partially related to it. But, I mean,
they're
to
not
be fair, like
bail.
it's just we may have had like a brief bump in views as a result of the RICO, but I also feel like the amount of interviews that we have not gotten to be able to do as a result of this RICO is also pretty significant. And I'm not holding that against him because that's not really like directly his fault or whatever. But there, anytime something weird happens, like in the No Jumper brawl, the infamous loose cannon No Jumper brawl, that definitely is an example as well. Like there was definitely people who did not want to come on the platform as a result of the fact that they saw this vicious beating take place at No Jumper, so but did we get a temporary burst of views from talking about that fight? Yeah, sure, but it probably was.
Go to No Jumper so people would jump me. Go to No Jumper, it is the jumper. I wouldn't go to no fucking jumper.
Really worth it in the long run.
Do you think that in retrospect it might have been a good idea, like when he initially got bailed or borrowed that money, that you guys made an arrangement at that moment, like, hey, we're gonna take 10% of every paycheck until this is paid back? Or
that is a good idea. That's the kind of thing that if I was a little bit more business savvy, maybe I would have done
loan
that.
Department.
But honestly, that's the only time that somebody who was like a host, like AD, never tried that with me. House phone. While he was at No Jumper, I don't think he ever did that. I've helped him out like at other times financially and stuff, but it was never like that kind of thing. I mean, I never really had somebody who was trying to like do that sort of move with me of like trying to get me to pay for a bunch of stuff, So I don't know.
So he up to 8 bands right now?
Yeah. I mean, really, it's not like I'm like thinking that I'm one day I'm gonna get that 8 bands. I haven't written it off. He can have that.
You sitting up here with fucking Bloods, and you airing out Bricc Baby's fucking how much he owes to everybody. So he got 8 bands now with all Blood members.
I think it was 7 actually for the record.
He would have been working it off if it was me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I would have said, well, you ain't gonna be getting paid for a minute here.
Just trying to chase him.
You already got paid up front, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, people will like take advantage of you as much as they can up until the point. Like if they feel like they're able to, they'll just do it. I've seen that a million times. And so for sure, part of it is me just being kind of lax, you know, which is in general on No Jumper. Like, why have so many people been like, why are people able to, you know, swear and smoke and drink and get into all these crazy stuff? Like at the time, remember when like Bricc and DW had like their own podcast and it was just like a total shit show every night?
They each have their own. There's 2 different podcasts.
Yeah, and they were getting money off girls to come advertise their wigs at one point. I mean, that is a direct product of the fact that I just gave them way too long of a leash and was just not instituting any degree of control over it. You know, it's like if you make it that easy.
These two up here, these dudes right here, they're both blood members, I guess. I don't know. Somebody said that in the chat.
Easy for somebody to make money off your platform without cutting you in or whatever, then they're just going to do it. You just have to expect that. So I've kind of like learned that in business. It almost doesn't count as somebody scamming you if you make it so easy for them to scam you that they feel like there's no possibility of a repercussion.
Yep. I want to see. Oh, yeah.
I put out a video about.
What do y'all think about this? Peace, y'all. Peace to the chat, man. Thanks for being here.
I came with the hard.
If y'all want to support the platform, if y'all want to support the platform, you can always pull up to our PayPal, Cash App, and our Super Chat. We also have a Chime and a Venmo. You can become a member over here and get in our monthly member giveaways and win some money, baby. Thank you for supporting the platform.
You came with the hard ER. You came with the hard ER.
Welcome to No Jumper, man. It's another day here. We got some random facts.
We already arguing.
Hey, it's your boy.
We got a light-skinned nigga.
You know what we do here. Supposedly, I call niggas with a hard
nigga, you said a hard ER. You said a hard ER.
Supposedly offended with some shit.
I ain't offended. I'm just
It's
asking.
Imaginary. Because why would I ever call another black man the hard R? What are you even talking about?
I'm just asking.
Weird ass
hard
nigga.
ER.
Maybe we can.
Why is he crashing, bro? Hold on, man. Seti Nash covered this really well. Where's Seti? Gangland Yang covered this motherfucker too. Hell yeah. Almighty, what are you doing? He crashed down the co-host that a fucker whoop his ass, didn't he? He crashed out on a fucking jujitsu. He crashed out on a jujitsu host, bro. On not a host, but a jujitsu fighter. On an MMA fighter, bro. Gangland Dean covered this too, y'all. Go subscribe to him.
You think he's so tough? Like I don't want to, Josh. I'm gonna be real with you.
Everybody, I show love, bro. Everybody subscribe to everybody that has channels, man.
Professionally,
Dog Soldier as well.
I'm not ever gonna disrespect someplace I've been invited to, especially because Flacco asked me to come up here to sit in. If bro really want to fight,
we don't got to.
Can y'all set this up for this? Because I don't want him to lose his job over it, Josh. Josh, I don't want to lose his job over it. Can we set it up?
We could do.
Can we set it up?
When we leave,
it sounds like he really wants to fight.
I'm not gonna do anything crazy at y'all stuff, but I'm just saying if it's really that serious, can y'all? Josh, look at me, Josh. Look at me, man. Can we could set it up. We could do charity. Adam could be the referee. Could be comical.
I'm not
whatever.
one of those.
Listen,
we could do it in the back.
Hey, Josh,
I'm not one of those. It's not a show,
is there a way where we can manage this situation where we could do this where it doesn't have a negative impact on anybody's career or anything like that?
I mean, dude's saying it the right way, is he not? Oh, if this dude really wants, if suspect really wants to fight me, he don't know who I am. I do jujitsu. I'm a wrestler. He says, set it up then. Let's do it. You really want to catch this fade? We can do it. Suspect, let's do it outside. Let's go outside. Let's do this. Let's do that. That's not really wanting to fight. That's not really wanting to fight, yo.
Exactly. It doesn't matter, bro. You talking like you ready to fight and Mark niggas out. Josh, can we set it up, Josh?
We could do it.
Can we set it up?
To answer your question, I think that suspect addressed that. I don't need to be involved in any of this
At all.
You guys, as long
Nigga,
as
we could do it
as
right
long
now.
as they're not happening here in the building, around the building. You guys are free.
But what did you just say? As long as it's not happening here, in the building, or around the building.
So we could go across the street, nigga.
Now, let me get y'all caught up to speed. Essentially, they had a conversation that had happened because there's clips in the beginning, but I'm not really going to put them up right now because I don't really feel like it. But basically what happened is suspect said the N-word and Buddy thought he said the hard R, which is a little wild. I mean, personally, I wouldn't have cared if he said the hard R or not.
Anymore,
but either way it go, that's what it is.
Bro. If you're letting words bother you, you're a soft patty cake ass motherfucker. Period. If you're up here letting words bother you on podcast and on streaming, you need to get off podcast and streaming, bro. Straight up. Because these are words and people use words. Stop letting these words bother you. God damn, bro.
This suspect basically was like, I ain't say that. And then dude basically was like, nah, he did. And then so they asked Josh, did he say that? Josh is like, nah. And it should have been dead there. But apparently, Buddy had already told suspect, hey, bro, you a mixed breed anyways and all this stuff. Suspect's mom is black. Suspect's dad is black. So when he said that, the presumptions were already wrong. And if you get me wrong twice, I might have to flash off. So then a little bit of time goes on. They run through some topics, and then it get hot again. This is the second part of what you just seen.
But what did you just say? As long as it's not happening here, in the building, or around the building.
So we could go across the street, nigga.
Bro, where we
gonna meet me around the corner?
Listen, man. Listen.
You don't really want to do nothing.
So you can. Listen.
You don't really want to do
nothing. If it happened, I don't want it to. Hey, I don't want it to be no lies said. I want it to be very public so you guys can see what really gonna happen. Because there's no one on earth who think you could beat me up in a fight.
But we're not gonna get to exchanging violent words.
We don't need to do that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just saying, if it's really that serious, Josh, if it's really, listen, as a man, if it's that serious to where we got to keep bringing it up. Bro, I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu, bro. I fight every day.
He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
I fight every day. I'm gonna go fight after this is done when I go to my gym. That's nothing for me to bust down a little light skin nigga. Can we set it up?
You think I'm going to on me? You got
well, you don't gotta set it up.
You got another.
Listen.
So let's go
now.
Outside.
If you think I'm gonna let you put your hands on me,
come on.
See how it changed that quick, Josh?
Let's do it, Mr.
If you think I'm gonna let you put your hands on me,
what we do to niggas who train. Come on,
just keep bringing it up. Right. We knew.
Josh, a couple more topics to get through.
Let's go, Josh.
Now I went to that gunplay because you know what he's saying. You know how what we do to the motherfuckers that do that train. You know what we do to people who train. If you think I'm gonna let you put your hands on me, what?
Hey, Josh. Wait, Josh, hold up. I know
you just got
here.
punked out.
It went from I want to fight you to
what do you mean? We can go outside. Calm down. Josh, it went from Josh. It went from I want to catch your face to if you think I'm gonna let you put your hands on me. Did it not? That's the same thing. Let's just do it.
Did you hear that, Josh?
That's the same thing.
Okay. What is that insinuating? We know what it's insinuating. Like I said, bro, it's just talking. Let's go to the next topic. Let's go to the next topic. Let's stop pretending like niggas is trying to fight for real. Let's go to the next topic. We will.
Stop arguing with niggas, bro.
I'm not even about to argue. It's just come on, bro. It's over. You trying to bring it up, trying to look hard in front of Bricc, bro. Like, I don't think none of you niggas are hard. Let's be real.
I got up and said, follow me.
None of you niggas are hard, bro. That's it.
You didn't move a muscle.
Bro, listen. I don't wait to go outside.
He didn't even bring it up.
Where I'm from, niggas don't wait to go outside.
Where I'm from, niggas it didn't start there, did it?
Really want to get cracking, they just get cracking. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it didn't start outside.
Hey, sus, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Little big buddy, man. He said he with the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. I don't know if you believe it, but we got a little bit of footage. Check this out.
Suspect, you don't want this. Suspect, you don't want this. Suspect, you do not want this, man.
Just open the guard bench. Just open the guard bench.
Suspect, you did not want none of that, bro. He will just hold you down and beat you up and choke you the fuck out. That's why you got with what you said. You think I'm gonna let you put your hands on me? Suspect would have got dealt with. He would have held you down and smacked you around like a little bitch. He would have got fucking smacked up, y'all. Salute to the chat, man. I appreciate y'all being here, man. I'll catch y'all in a little while. I got some things to do around the house and shit, man. I appreciate everybody being here for real. Y'all remember, man, join up, become a member, stay in the loop. We'll be back up here with more content for everyone because it's about that content. He would have got smashed, man. Everybody take care, man. And remember, man, love, hug, and love your loved ones. Kiss them. Tell them you love them. Tell them to be safe. You never know when they'll be gone. I appreciate y'all, man. Stay blessed.
I gon' come with safety. The only time I'm safe is when I'm dangerous. Posted in the 30 with this 30, trying to leave them brainless. We still in the jets, exactly where them boys say we ain't hanging. Put cheese on my head, I come collect that shit. You think I'm playing? Trouble hop out busting at it, brother. Miss you know I'm hitting. We got O's and Bo's in here, and we got wood cook in the kitchen. If I say go get them, they go get them. Young boy fingers itching, fingers squeezing on the trigger. They heard all them glitches. Money man, I run it up. If I fall off, I'm poking shit. Told that bitch quit asking questions. I hate all that notice shit. Recent shots the whole year round, no ring around the road and shit. Mama bro, he makes you vanish. He with hocus pocus shit. Chopper bust, they hit the ground. It's too many sticks around. We known to get greasy, pussy. Don't you have your bitch around? Switch up on this bitch. I catch him deep, get a whole click around. Put us in the mission shit that we ain't do. We spinning now. Bitch keep trying to tell me slide. Think she trying to set the pick. Other hoes been tripping, texting my bitch on that mission shit. Left a bro out there with his brains out. Yeah, that's that messy shit. Bought another Glock. Let's